And a good evening, everybody, and welcome to Biggsville, Illinois, as we get ready for some high school football here on a Friday night from West Central High School. The West Central Heat taking on the Flanagan Falcons here this evening as West Central looks to continue their undefeated season. 6-0 on the year, scoring 54 points per game. And, boy, we should be in for a good one here as Flanagan going to try to stop that high-powered offense in West Central that's coming in, scoring 80 on Bushnell-Prairie City last week. So we'll see if that kind of momentum will continue. While the Flanagan side, the defense, that's been the story in their victories here this year as they have been able to shut down opponents like Peoria Heights, West Prairie, and Bushnell. But, on off days, their defense has kind of given up quite a few points here. So we'll see how the Falcons are able to respond here. They come into this matchup 4-2. West Central kind of in a good spot. They're 6-0, and they've hardly played any home games. They've had one home game, and that was last week against Bushnell. And we saw what they wanted to do when they were home last week. And here they come out onto the field. So the West Central going to start with the ball here this evening, as I believe they won the toss and they elected to receive here this evening. So we'll get to see this high-powered offense take the field here tonight early, and West Central looking to take home a win here. Move to 7-0 on the season, while the Falcons looking to stay in good position here. 4-2, not bad. You want to definitely move to 5-2. 5-2 is a lot better than 4-3. And that's what they're going to be shooting for here tonight, making that long drive over here. And they will kick off here this evening, and we'll see what West Central, the Heat, can do. Good to have everybody along. Feel free to get into the comments here this evening as we enjoy hearing from you guys, and just want to know where you're watching from, who you're rooting for, kind of your 2 cents on the game at hand. Which, again, about to get underway here. Beautiful night for some football, cooling off pretty nicely here after a very warm summer-like day here in West Central Illinois, as temperatures up near the mid-80s, which is kind of crazy to be saying that here in the month of October. But we're about to get underway here. Back to receive the kick for West Central. That looks like number 11. That's Aiden Garner. And I can't get the number on the far side there. I believe that's number 12. That is Hayden Lane. And look at that. The smoke here hanging around a little bit here. One of those crisp, cool nights. That's kind of the perfect recipe for the smoke to hang around here a little bit. I don't know if that's what the delay is here, but we'll see how this one plays out here. I'm excited for this one. First time getting to see West Central this evening as that kick is underway. It's a good kick. It's returned at the 15-yard line. And here comes West Central, 25-30. He's to the 35, near the 40-yard line. And that is a good return off the get-go for number 11, Aiden Garner. So Garner, the sophomore, showing off his speed there. And now we'll see what the Heat can do with the opening drive here, already in pretty good field position as we start this one off. 42-yard line is where they're going to put the ball here, moving left to right on your screen in the red, white, and blue uniforms there. Flanagan in their road whites with the black pants. Just underway here as clock sits at 11:38. Wow, that took a lot of time off the clock there for an opening kickoff here. As the starting quarterback takes the snap, hands it off there, gets it left side towards the middle. And that is a good carry there for Kyle Layferry. As Layferry gets the handoff, he takes it up about 5 yards. That'll set up second down. Layferry, the second man on the roster coach gave me, but he is a senior, so it does make sense. The senior getting the carry here. So Stipson, the starting quarterback here for West Central. Gage Stipson, the senior, number 4. Here's the snap. They hand it off to their big man. Running right side, and he's got a big hole. He's to the 30-yard line. Shakes off a tackler. 20, 15, 10. Touchdown. There's that high-powered offense right off the get-go. Graham Kelly running that one in. What a run from 53 yards out. West Central on the board early here this evening. Wow. That was very impressive. A tough guy to bring down 53 yards and a touchdown for Graham Kelly. One touch, one touchdown. That's pretty good odds right there. And the 2-point conversion upcoming here as the quarterback turns, hands it off. They give it to him again. Why not? Stumbles a little bit, and he's going to have trouble getting to the line, and it looks like he's going to be about a half a yard shot. So, Graham Kelly unable to get into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, but is able to get into the end zone for the touchdown. So from 53 yards out, the Heat have themselves a 6-0 lead, and now the Falcons gonna have to respond here. Let's go Falcons in the comments. Good to have you with us. Now, I can't see the usernames here. We were having all sorts of technical issues here before the show, before the broadcast. So there's some little glitch that we have that we're not able to see the usernames here, and I know the reason why. But we don't want to get into specifics. But your Let's Go Falcons comment is definitely seen there. So if you want to leave your name, like at the end of the comments, that would be much appreciated. But either way, we just want to let you know you get your shout-outs there in the comments. You just may not know that it is your comment there. So, or maybe it's just a nameless account there. Maybe that's the case there as well. So, either way, we are about ready for the kickoff touchdown kick, and that's a little pooch kick. Oh, a wild kick there. That one is going to be taken by Flanagan, 35, 40-yard line, and that one taken up to about the 42, kind of a similar situation. Connor Decker taking that one up. And we are just underway here, and already we saw the high-powered offense of West Central, and one of the big keys is definitely their running back, Graham Kelly, who's just a freshman, by the way. What is it with West Central and star freshmen? Number 8, Graham Kelly. And here's the snap. Running it left side, their quarterback, as he is taken down after a gain of about 3 or 4. That is Seth Jones, number 2. This is a team that likes to run the ball a lot in Flanagan. 5-yard start for the Falcons. Second down just underway here. 10:23 to go here, first quarter. Moving right to left are the Falcons here. So Seth Jones, I believe, on the year through 6 games has completed, I think, 31 passes I saw in the stats from Max Preps. They turn, they hand it off to the fullback, and he is met right at the line. That is Connor Decker, the man who kicked the ball away, but that is a 1-yard carry for Decker, his first carry of the day, and that'll set up third down. Oh, we do have names there. Okay, so it was just the one name. It was a nameless account. Dirt Cart Nation. Appreciate Dirt Cart Nation saying the kind words there. TSSR. Third down and about 4. They need this one here as that one pitched, running through tacklers and able to get it up the middle for a first down. That is a good carry by Logan Ruddy, excuse me. So Ruddy on 3rd and 4 gets about 6. And that'll make it a 1st and 10 for the Falcons. That's kind of a big answer there after a big touchdown. You don't want to give that ball right back to the offense. So off to a good start here are the Falcons. Taking it, running it right side. That's Jones. Jones trying to get to the corner. And he's going to get about 4 yards on that carry. His second carry will make it second down. Second down at about 6, maybe 5. They might have gave him 5 on that one. Yeah, they gave him 4, so it is second down and 6. 6-0. Flanagan trying to answer after the big play there to start this game by Graham Kelly. St. Thomas More in Blue Ridge, 28-9. St. Thomas More in the comments. 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Appreciate that update there, Rob. Any more score updates, feel free to let them in the comments there as well. A whistle, and we're going to get a timeout here. 8:11 to go, 8:10 now. Timeout called by Flanagan. They want to talk this one over. This is a big drive. Like I said, this is a very important drive here for the Falcons as they're trying to respond after giving up That big play there, 53 yards on the second play from scrimmage to Graham Kelly, who's a freshman, by the way. Again, what is it with West Central and star freshman? Teresa, big Falcons fan, big cap letters there. Go Falcons. But I've been doing volleyball here the last couple of weeks, and boy, they got a star freshman on that volleyball team, Lily Higgins. Whew. Boy, she makes a difference, man. That girl can play. Be curious to see what kind of offer she's going to get come college time. Right now, it is a second down and about 6. Ball at the 42-yard line. Here's the Falcons ready to go. Here's the snap. And Jones going to launch this one deep down the right side. Has a man there, but he's overthrown him. Overthrew him by about an inch. Connor Reed, the intended target. And that was kind of an interesting play there. Like I said, this is a Flanagan team that doesn't throw the ball all that much. Only 31 completed passes on the year, according to Max Preps. So take those numbers with a grain of salt. And sometimes people are accurate in reporting those stats. Sometimes they're not. But, I mean, these stats were very thorough, so I think it's by the coaches. But, boy, I tell you what, only 31 completions, but that's a pretty good arm there. Third down and 6. They move it to the left side. Breaking through tacklers. Oh, he gets through them all. 25-20, 15-10, 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Connor Decker shaking off tacklers there from 42 yards out, and big plays galore here in the first quarter. Wow. How about that for a response by the Falcons? We're tied at 6. 6-6 our score as we get ready for the 2-point conversion, excuse me. Oh, an extra point as it is on the way, and it is up, and it is good. I looked down, thought it was going to be an extra point. Instead, it is, I thought it was going to be a 2-point conversion. Instead, it's an extra point. So that is going to make it a 7-6 lead for the Falcons after West Central was unable to get the 2-point conversion. So 7-6, the Falcons with the lead here. And Teresa in the comments, she says her grandson's number 7. Well, your grandson's off to a good start there. 43 yards on 2 carries is Connor Decker. Oh, she says number 7 is her grandson, Leland Durbin. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong roster there. Am I looking at the wrong roster? All right, well, either way, I'll have to look that up there. Number 7 on the roster they gave me here for Flanagan is Connor Decker. Anyway, we'll get that all figured out there. And with 7:53 to go here, 7-6 our score. As the kicker, who kicked that extra point just a moment ago, Jonathan Moore, about to get things underway here. And that is a little low line drive kick as it's picked up at the 18-yard line. 30, 35. West Central returns it right back up the middle as that is returned by number 17. That's Alex McGraw. Flanagan coming into this one 4-2 on the season as the Falcons losers last time out against Amboy 46-14. They were facing an angry Amboy team too. Amboy was coming off a loss at that point, so picked him up at the wrong time, needless to say. But they've responded really well here. They lead at 7-6. West Central moving left to right here as the quarterback, Gage Stimpson, hands it off, running right side, and he is tackled at about the 40-yard line. Gain of 3 on the play. Another handoff there, Alex McGraw. And we are underway here on the second drive of the game here. Gain of about 3 on that play. It'll be second down and 7. Oops. Wrote the wrong number down on my stat sheet there. Was thinking second and 7. I wrote 7. It was actually a 3-yard gain. Here's the snap. Stimpson hands it off, running it up the middle, and that one not going to go all that far as, well, the ball came out, but I don't think that is a problem there. Graham Kelly with the carry. And what do you know? I'm writing it on the wrong team's stat sheet anyway. That one to Kelly, a gain of 1 maybe. So now 3rd down and about 5, maybe 6. And now it is kind of on West Central here to make a response. They're moving left to right here. Down 7-6, 6:40 to go here, first quarter. Here's the snap. Stipson hands it off, gets it off left side, and he is met in the backfield, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage. Kyle Layferry is brought down, and Layferry maybe back to the line of scrimmage, but that is it. Now 4th down, kind of a big play here if you're West Central. I imagine they're going to punt this one away, but looks like the offense might be out there. They are out there, so this is a big play here for West Central in their own territory. Ball is at the 41-yard line. Nearly got him to jump offside there. Maybe that was the plan. A whistle and a timeout for West Central. So West Central calls a timeout. Both teams have used a timeout here in the early going. Well, Teresa, if number 7 is Leland Durbin, then they gave me the wrong stat sheet here, the wrong team roster for Flanagan. You're right, by the way, if I go by the one that's on Max Preps. So I don't know how the school – oh, they gave me the 2023 roster. That's why. I don't wonder how many people know that in the programs here. All right. Well, Teresa, accept my apology there. Number 7 is her grandson. She would know. She would obviously know. So it's a 42-yard touchdown for Leland Durbin. So let's get that all corrected there on the Flanagan side. 5:55 to go here. 4th down and 6. Big play here for West Central. Now they're going to punt it away as the punt nearly went over the punter's head, and a punt goes into the air. Not the furthest. That one kind of goes out of bounds. Might have shanked that one a little bit. As that one goes out at about the 44-yard line. And that's where the Falcons will take over here. 7-6 our score. West Central, it's just their second home game of the year. 6-0 on the year. I mean, you got to credit the head coach of West Central for keeping his guys together, knowing that they were going to have that many road games to start the year. They play all home games the rest of the way, and head coach Jason Kirby has got these guys playing really well. This one now marked at the 45-yard line. They hand that one off. Running his way up the middle is number 7. That's Leland Durbin. So Durbin is going to get himself about 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 upcoming as we got 5.5 to go here first quarter. Kind of a quick moving offense now. Stipson turns it. Or excuse me, that's Jones. Wrong quarterback there. They hand it off, runs it up the middle. Maybe a yard or 2. That one also going to give that one to Durbin. The junior here. Be 3rd down, about 4. That's kind of a generous spot there. I thought, anyway. 3rd down, I formation. Here's the snap. They turn, hand it off. Running his way right side. Kind of hesitating a little bit, waiting for the hole to open up. He's going to be right at the line. That handoff goes to Logan Ruddy. And Ruddy has just enough. 1st down and 10. As that is a 4-yard carry for a 1st down. Ball on the 45-yard line. And the Falcons are moving again into plus territory. Seth Jones, starting quarterback, number 2. I don't know if I've ever seen this here. Stands in the shotgun 5 yards back. Here's the snap. Jones takes it himself. That's probably a good reason why. He wants to use his feet. And he's going to show off his feet. 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Seth Jones. 45 yards. Right on cue. Showing off that blazing speed. Who needs to throw it when you can run it like that? Wow, what a touchdown for the Falcons. And they lead it 13-6 as the extra point upcoming. Connor Decker, the kick on its way, and it's up, and it is good. So with 4:18 to go, The extra point is good for the Falcons. We got a 14-6 ball game now. And now this is going to be a very crucial drive for West Central as they try to get back into this thing. Don't want to give Flanagan too much hope there. You know, you got your high-powered offense there, but it was stymied on that last drive. And, boy, West Central kind of in a spot they're not used to here, trailing in this one. This is an offense that averages 54 points a game. They won 52-8 against Galva. One of the closer games they've had this year was against Bushnell-Prairie City. That must have been before Bushnell-Prairie City got really hurt because they had a lot of guys out. Closest game of the year was against West Prairie Southeastern, 40-32. And then they put up an 80 spot on Bushnell-Prairie City the second go-around. That one here, of course, on their home field, which first home game of the year. A little extra emotions. That might make a little more sense. Kick on the way from Decker, and we're back underway here. That one, good one there, up to the 10-yard line. Taking it to 20. He's to the 30-yard line. One or two men to beat past the 40-yard line. And that one taken down at about the 44-yard line. What a good return there by Aiden Garner. Couple of times here on the return tonight, we've seen Garner showing off his speed. And wow, that was quite a bit of speed right there. 14-6. Falcons with the lead. First quarter, 4:11 to go. West Central back out onto the field. As they will try to take this thing. They gave them the 45-yard line. Wow. So, that is where the Heat will take over. First down, Stipson hands it off, gets it to the big man. Oh, and he loses the football, picked up, and it's going to be taken to the 40, 30, 15, 10. Touchdown. What a bizarre play. Alex McGraw there to scoop it up and run it into the end zone. 55 yards. Wow, how about that for an answer? The carry by Graham Kelly was stripped. And McGraw, right place, right time. Touchdown Heat. And they're right back in it, a two-point conversion away from tying this thing up. 3:59 to go. Better hang on to your hats, folks. We might be in for a good one here. 3:59 to go here in the first. 14-12. Alex McGraw going to get credited for the touchdown, even though Graham Kelly had the ball first. Now Stipson, a whistle, and this is going to be the first penalty of the day, as that will push West Central back. Oh, a timeout actually called. Timeout for West Central, so not a penalty. And that will instead have the Heat thinking about this one here. It's a very important two-point conversion. You know, you want to get those two-point conversions here. You've got a Flanagan team that can kick the extra points. And if you're unable to convert on the two-point conversions there, those are going to come back and cost you in a game like this. So this two-point conversion here, go 50%. Every time, if you go 50%, you know, every two times you score, you get 14 points. Kind of got to look at it that way. What a high-powered offense we've seen so far on both sides. Big plays galore. Touchdown on the second play from scrimmage. And then West Central went without a score on their next drive. Here's the snap. Stipson hands it off, gets it to McGraw, trying to get to the outside. Now he cuts back and makes his way in for the two-point conversion. Alex McGraw into the end zone for the 2, and West Central has tied it up here. Again, that's just a very important two-point conversion. You got to keep pace with a Falcons offense like this. This is one of the best offensive performances we've seen here from Flanagan here, at least in the early going of a ball game, you'd think. Most points they've scored in a game is 49. That was against West Prairie, Southeastern. Then they scored 41 against Bushnell-Prairie City. But, I mean, they know the challenge at hand. When you're going up against a team that is scoring 54 points a game, You know your offense has got to be really on point there. The question of this game is obviously going to be who's going to get the most stops. We've seen one stop on the night for Flanagan. So one would argue that maybe they have the edge at least right now, but still a long way to go here. 3:59 to go here in the first. As we get ready for the kickoff. Kicker ready to go here. I believe that's number 52, Jeremy Ford. It is 52. So Ford going to boot this one away, and the Falcons will take over. There's a low line drive kick. That'll be returned at the 40-yard line, so very good field position here, and running his way, rumbling and bumbling his way. Oh, the ball came out! Running the other way and ran out of bounds at the 20-yard line. That's Jordan Kane who took it away. Scoops it up and runs it inside the red zone. I didn't see where the ball popped out. No whistle or anything like that. And now West Central with the edge. Looked like there was people trying to tackle him at about the 50-yard line. Didn't see who had the return, but suddenly West Central was running the other way with the ball. Scoop by number 16, Jordan Kane. And now West Central set up inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. First down for the Heat. Stipson hands it off. Actually, he's going to take it himself. Or no, he hands it off. Yes, I was right the first time. That's Alex McGraw running left side. It's a good carry on first down. It's going to be about a 7-yard gain there. Second down. Second down and about 3 upcoming. Boy, what a fumble on the special teams. So the defenses haven't really made their impact yet here in this game, but there's a big special teams play for West Central. Here's the snap. Stipson hands it off. A penalty flag comes in. This one probably coming back as that one handed off to Graham Kelly. But now that'll be false start on the Heat, so push them back. So second down and 3 now becomes second down and 8. First penalty of the game, West Central. First penalty of the game, period, for either side. Good to have you with us here this evening. 3:19 to go here in our first quarter. Already 28 points between the two sides. Still a lot of time left. We might be in for a doozy here tonight. Buckle up here, folks. We're in for a good one. I kind of had a sense that we were going to get a game like this. Gage Stipson fakes, gives the handoff to Kelly. The big man rumbling his way. And they say the ball came out. And a fumble recovered by the Falcons. Oh, my. So a fumble on special teams. West Central set up at the 19-yard line. And then in return, Graham Allen fumbles that one. Or Graham Kelly, excuse me. Fumbles that one. And now the Falcons will take over. Oh, my goodness. Here's the snap running left side. A penalty flag comes in. The Falcons moving with some pace here, starting at the 15-yard line. 2:46 to go here in this first quarter. Seth Jones with the carry, but I imagine this one will probably be coming back as it is a block in the back on the Falcons. So that'll probably be half the distance, I would imagine. 2:46 to go here. They are going to go spot foul. Okay. Oh, now they go back to the original line of scrimmage. Now they're going to walk it off. Just a 5-yard penalty or maybe a 10-yard penalty from the spot. Either way, first down and 15 at the 10-yard line. 2:46 to go here, first quarter. Travis Grimm saying, let's go, boys. Which boys you rooting for there, Travis? Seth Jones takes it. He's going to run it right side. Jones trying to get to the corner. He has one big play here today. He may get back to the original line of scrimmage. Good 5-yard carry for Seth Jones. Alex McGraw makes the tackle. Be second down. About 11 to go, so they gave him 4 yards on that carry. 10-yard holding penalty. Actually, that ended up being a 5-yard holding penalty. Second down and 10. Ball at the 14-yard line. Coming up on 2 minutes to go here, first quarter. Jones steps back. He's going to launch another one here if he can find a man. Jones running his way to the corner. He's to the 15. Still on his feet. Another penalty flag comes in. This one's probably coming back, as he's to about the 30-yard line. And that one, wow. Another penalty here on the field. We'll see where that one will take place here. West Central giving up a big play, though. That one up to about the 30-yard line. So as it stands, it's a 16-yard carry for Seth Jones. But the officials having the conversation. Falcons all day, he says, for Travis. All right. Thank you for being specific there, Travis. I appreciate you. Holding is the call. And we'll see where they start marking this one off. I imagine it'll be a spot foul again. So it was second down and 10 at about the 14-yard line. Looks like they're going to start marking this one off at about the 19-yard line. So that still might only be a 5-yard loss in the grand scheme of things. Oh, and they give a... Oh, the penalty is actually on West Central. Okay, so they pointed the wrong direction. And they say the holding is on West Central. That might be on one of the receivers that was running down the field, as Seth Jones looked for a man, was unable to get it. So the 16-yard carry will stand. Actually, they marked him out at about the 26-yard line, so that instead is a 12-yard carry for Seth Jones. But either way, it's going to be a first down with the penalty added on top of it. And it should go to the 26-yard line if that's a 10-yard holding penalty. Now the officials are coming together here and trying to figure out, I guess it's spot foul, 10 yards from the spot. So the 12-yard carry, then the spot of the foul, more added yardage. And now what in the world is going on here? These officials are pointing on both sides. I don't think anybody... Now they're going back. What in the world is going on here? They're moving Flanagan back now. What in the world? I have never seen this. I've never seen a game where you've had a penalty go on the offense, and then they turn it and go penalty on the defense. And now they're saying it's on the offense. Are you kidding me? This one now at the 26-yard line, or 24-yard line, excuse me. That's where Flanagan will take over. First and 10 yardage isn't even at the right spot. We got 1:55 to go here. Folks, if you can make anything of this, feel free. Now they've picked up the ball again. I've watched a lot of football, man. I've never seen anything like this. Officials are just looking around trying to figure out who are they pointing at. Okay, so they're pointing at the head official who's on the West Central side trying to talk to head coach Jason Kirby, who's probably about to lose his mind at this point. So the ball is at the 24. And so it'll be first and 10. The 12-yard carry stands. And I guess they're not gonna do anything with the penalty. All right. So all that for nothing. Here's the handoff. West Central meeting them in the backfield. No gain on the play. Oh boy. That one, Leland Durbin with the carry. I have never seen anything quite like that. Wow. Teresa in the comments, this is ridiculous. I would agree with that. I mean, that was what, 4 or 5 minutes we just stood there wondering what in the world's going on? St. Thomas More, halftime, 44-0 over Blue Ridge. Yikes. Tough day there at the office for Blue Ridge. St. Thomas More, pretty good ball club, though. 1:08 to go here. Reaction still coming in as Jones takes the snap. He's going to step back. He's going to look to throw. Throwing this one deep down the left side. Looking for his man. He's got his man. 30-yard line. 15, 10. He's to the 5. Touchdown. Logan Ruddy. Logan Ruddy from what we got here. That is going to be a 66-yard touchdown. Logan Ruddy, number 12, 66 yards out. And what happened? They calling it back. Is there a penalty? I missed a penalty flag. I didn't see a penalty. I saw a red flag. Is that what that official threw? Is that his penalty flag? Okay, so he has a red flag. What is this crew? Like, I don't want to get into the reffing crew all that much, but we have a ref who threw a red flag, and I'm expected to know that that's a penalty flag? I've been taught to believe that that's a challenge flag. Lynn, I agree with you. What the heck? So they push it back 5 yards, so no touchdown. I don't know what the call was. I apologize. Like, I'm trying to figure everything out here. This is insane. Seth Jones got it right side, trying to get to the outside, but he can't. So after all that, it's going to be 3rd down and about 12. Gain of 2 on the play. Seth Jones. So 3rd down and about 13. Gain of 1, maybe 2 on the play there for Seth Jones. Oh boy, this has turned into one of the longer first quarters I've seen in quite some time. Now, I did have a long first quarter last broadcast I did. It was about 42 minutes first quarter. We're getting there. We're at 33 minutes now. 10 seconds, though, to go, so this will be the last play of the quarter here if Jones does get it off. Jones going to take the snap. He's going to look to throw. Throws that one, and that one underneath, and it's incomplete. Would have been probably short of the line to gain anyway. And that one intended for, I believe that was Leland Durbin, the intended target. Actually, that's number 12. That's Logan Ruddy, who would have had that 66-yard touchdown. But it was called back for a penalty I didn't see a signal to. 1.6 seconds to go, so it will not be the last play of the half. We'll have one more. Xander Radke, I believe, out to boot this one away. 4th down. After all that, a stop for West Central. So after the fumble, West Central's not harmed by it. That is a punt that is not a good one. That one only going to get to about the 43-yard line on the plus side of the field. And that is where West Central will take over when the second quarter gets underway. My, oh my. I'm trying to wrap my head around what we just saw those last 5 or 6 minutes of that first quarter. But you know what? Let's just focus on what we did have. We had big plays and big plays galore. West Central getting a 53-yard touchdown from their running back, Graham Kelly. And then a 55-yard touchdown by Alex McGraw on a scoop and score after Graham Kelly fumbled the ball. He scooped it, ran it in, 55 yards. And those are the 2 touchdowns for West Central. On the Flanagan side, it was the second play from scrimmage. And Leland Durbin running it in from a long way out, from 42 yards out, and then a 45-yard touchdown by their starting quarterback, Seth Jones, who has shown off his wheels here tonight in a big way. First down as we're underway here. Fresh 12 minutes. They hand it off. They give it to Kelly. Fresh off the fumble the last time, but he hangs on to it this time. That'll be a gain of about 3 on the play. Get him down to about the 41, maybe the 42-yard line. So 2 3-yard gain there for West Central. It'll be second down. I'll give him 3. 14-14, West Central with the lead. Moving right to left on your screen there in those red, white, and blue unis. Those are good-looking uniforms right there. First time I've got to see them in person. So Stipson, Gage Stipson, takes the handoff, looks to, well, he thought about throwing, instead hands it off. Running his way left side, one man to beat. He's wrestled down at about the 25. Big run on the play for Kyle Layferry. And Layferry goes from the 42-yard line to about the 23-yard line. Gain of 19 for Layferry. That is a good carry right there. My goodness. 11:08 to go here. Second quarter and a whistle and a timeout. Did you see who called the timeout? Imagine it's going to be on Flanagan. So now the timeout, one timeout left for Flanagan, if that was the case. I believe it was. Would make the most sense. 14-14 our score. The ball's going to be set up at about the 23-yard line. After the 19-yard run. As West Central playing in just their second home game of the season so far. 5 games to start the season on the road. And they are 5-0 in those games, and then they came home and got a big win against Bushnell-Prairie City last week. 80-34. This offense averaging 54 points a game. They are underneath the pace. Actually, they're right about on pace for that here in this game. 4 quarters, they scored 14 in the first. That's on pace for pretty good output, 56. Kelly nearly loses the ball. I think he did lose the ball again. Graham Kelly loses the ball on first down. And who has it? There's no signal quite yet. Flanagan says they have it, and they do. Oh, my goodness. Another fumble by Graham Kelly. His second of the ball game. Actually, it's his third fumble. He lost one. Fumbled one that was scooped up and scored by Alex McGraw, and now he fumbles one here at the 23-yard line. Oh, my. So now the ball is set up at the 24-yard line, and West Central going to be looking for another stop. They got to stop on that last drive after all that chaos that ensued. But with all that being said, Falcons have a chance. Here's Seth Jones. And a whistle, and it looks like West Central may have jumped into the neutral zone. It is indeed a 5-yard penalty for the Heat. That's their third penalty. Offside, so second down upcoming. 11 minutes exactly to go here, second quarter. Ball is set up out now at the 29-yard line. Jones takes the snap, hands it off, gives it to big number 7, Durbin. And that'll make it to about the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or two after that. 2-yard gain for Durbin. Second down and 3 upcoming, maybe a short 3 at that. Ball is set now at the 31-yard line. Good to have you with us here. Again, feel free to get into the comments. Love hearing from the folks here. Folks have been pretty active here in the early going. Moving a man in motion. Here's the snap. Nearly went over his head. Here's the snap. Jones going to throw that one deep down the left side, looking for his man. That's Logan Ruddy. And that one drops incomplete. So even though I said, Flanagan only has, 31 completions coming into this game, they've tried to throw the ball deep. Had an overthrow in the first quarter. Had a penalty called back also in the first quarter. Had a touchdown called back. It would have been a big 66-yard play to Ruddy. And second down and about 3. That's not a bad call right there. So third down and 3. Ball is at the 31-yard line. I formation. One man on his left side. Here's the handoff. Running it. It's Durbin. Big hole. He's to the 50. He's to the 40. 30, one man to beat. He blows a tire. 15, 10. Touchdown. Flanagan. Leland Durbin from 69 yards. Another big play here in this one. What a run by Durbin. He just was able to outrun his opponent, as his opponent looked like he blew a tire on that one. What a play. Falcons lead this thing. They lead it now 20-14. Extra point on the way from Connor Decker. As that one botches the snap, and West Central is going to fall on it. So no extra point on that one, as it was a botched snap. So Decker didn't have the chance to get that one off up towards the uprights. 20-14, 10:05 to go here, second quarter. Oh, I need to change the quarters here. Still says we're in the first. There we go. So a 69-yard touchdown by Durbin. That is his second already here today. We still got 10:05 left here, first half. The fireworks aplenty here at Biggsville, Illinois. Too bad they don't shoot off fireworks for touchdowns in these kind of games. They might run out of fireworks at this pace. 20-14 our score. And now the kickoff upcoming from the 40-yard line. Good crowd on hand here. Tell you, it was tough finding a parking spot when I got here today. A lot of people in the community here to cheer on their West Central Heat. Decker ready to boot this one away. And he does boot that one deep towards the right side. Is that one going to stay in play? That one going to roll all the way into the end zone. Wow, a touchback. How many times do you see that in this level, especially 8-man football? Wow, what a kick by Decker. So that one goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. West Central will start on the 20-yard line. Boy, the yardage, I'm sure the yardage totals are going to be absolutely insane for this one. We've had touchdowns here in this game from 42, 45, 69, 55, and 53. That's 8-man football for you sometimes. And now West Central needing a big answer here. As Stipson takes the handoff, or gives the handoff, I should say. Gives it to Layferry, who runs his way past the 25-yard line to the 27-yard line. That'll be a 7-yard gain. Layferry setting up West Central with second down and about 3. That's a good carry there on first down. Good chunk plays. Don't need it all at once. I know that's kind of funny to say in a game like this where we've had those big plays that I just mentioned. But don't need it all at once. If you're able to run a good drive, you keep the other team's offense off the field. Here's West Central. Stipson turns, hands it off, gives that one to McGraw, who stumbles and might actually lose yardage. He does lose quite a bit of yardage. That's going to be about a 3-4 loss on that one to the 24-yard line. So that is a 3-yard loss for Alex McGraw. And now it's set up 3rd down and 6. A big 3rd down here for West Central, as they're going to look for an answer here, trailing 20-14. High-powered offenses colliding here in Biggsville. They hand it off to McGraw. He's trying to get to the outside. Stumbles. He's not going to get to the outside. It's actually going to lose more yardage. Another 3-yard loss for McGraw. And now it's 4th down. So now 4th and 9. West Central going to have to kick this one away. And my goodness, Flanagan's going to have the chance, the Falcons are, to run away with this one here, or at least get themselves a pretty good cushion. As that kick, a low line drive punt, that'll go out of play near midfield. Boy, for how low that one was, the fact he got that one to the 49-yard line, pretty impressive right there. That one booted by Kyle Layferry. So now the Falcons, again, trying to take control in this one here. A 69-yard touchdown last time out by running back Leland Durbin, which, Teresa, if you're still watching, you got to be feeling pretty good about your grandson here today. Doing pretty good here in this one. 69-yard touchdown, also a 42-yard touchdown. So just those 2 carries alone, he's at 110 yards. Snap, Jones fakes the handoff to one, and he's met in the backfield. They tried to get it to the other. That is going to be a massive loss by Durbin. That is a 6-yard loss for Leland Durbin. I guess that's the one downside for having such a long snap on that play. That is actually a 5-yard loss, so it'll be 2nd down and 15. But that's the downside of having your quarterback 5-6 yards in the backfield. You hand it off to your backs, and if the defense gets good penetration, not going to be able to do much. As handing it off again to Durbin, he is spun down, maybe gets a yard. So after the 5-yard loss, able to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe 1. Oh, they gave him 2. I'm going to give him 1 on mine. 3rd down and 15, 7:10 to go here, 2nd quarter. 3rd down, this is a big 3rd down for both sides. See if Seth Jones tries to go to the air again. He's tried to go a couple of times here today. Would have hit if it weren't for a penalty. The Falcons break the huddle. Jones in the shotgun. Tight formation there. Moving a man to the right side. Here's the snap. Jones looking to throw. Pressure comes. Jones still on his feet. Throws that one. Right side. He's got him. 1st down. Logan Ruddy past the 40-yard line. On 3rd and 14, they get 16, and that's another 1st down. First catch of the day for Logan Ruddy. And that is just a heartbreaking play there. You have him at 3rd and 14, and then a 16-yard completion to Logan Ruddy. If you're West Central, that one's got to sting a little bit there. 1st and 10, ball at the 38. In the shotgun again. Moves his man in motion as Jones going to take it right side, looking for the corner, and he's going to be taken down at about the 31-yard line, so a gain of 7 on the play. 7th carry of the day for Seth Jones, starting quarterback. 2nd down and about 3 upcoming. Well, they give it the 32-yard line. Well, the spots sometimes, one official gives one spot, the other official gives the other spot. They break the huddle. The Falcons moving left to right here. Ball at the 32-yard line. 5:23 to go here. Jones awaiting the snap. Takes the snap. Running left side. Looking for the corner. Now he cuts back past the 25-yard line. He's going to have enough for a 1st down. He'll be right at the 25-yard line. Another gain of 7. Back-to-back carries for 7 yards. And that sets up 1st and 10 for the Falcons. 5 minutes to go here, 1st half. West Central going to be looking for a stop here as Flanagan gets the ball coming out of half as well. So, I mean, you don't want to fall behind by 2 scores, try to go on the 2-minute drill, and then have to give the ball back to Flanagan. You want to get a stop right here, keep it a 1-score game. Jones hands it off, gets it. Durbin pummeling his way like a human wrecking ball right there. He gets up to the 20-yard line, somehow gets a gain of 5 on that one. That is one tough kid to bring down, let me tell you. He just puts his head down and goes right after contact. He's not scared of it whatsoever. I wouldn't be if I was that size and had that kind of athleticism. We saw the speed on the 69-yard touchdown. He doesn't have to worry. And if somebody gets in his way, he just runs them over. Gain of 5 on the play. 2nd down, ball at the 20-yard line. Just under 4 minutes to go here. One wide receiver to the left side. Jones turns, hands it off to Durbin again, rumbling his way. Again, he ducks that head. He's going to get 5, maybe 6 on the play. And Durbin, Leland Durbin, boy, that is tough to stop him if he gets any sort of momentum going. Paul is going to be set now at about the 14-yard line. Be first down and 10. 3:30 to go. Here's second quarter. It's been the Leland Derby show, to say the least, in this one. One wide receiver right. Durbin in the backfield. Turns, hands it off to him again. Ducks that head. He's not going to get near as many this time. Maybe a yard. Durbin stopped on his 12th carry for a gain of 1. Second down and about 9, maybe 8. They maybe gave him 2 on that one. They did give him 2. I'll give him 2. Second down and 8, 2:50 to go here. Ball at the 12-yard line. Falcons break the huddle. I formation, one wide receiver right side. Here's the snap. They sweep it left side, trying to get it to Durbin. He's trying to get to the corner. He cuts back. He'll get past the 10-yard line, maybe to about the 9. Yeah, they give him the 10-yard line. Only a gain of 2 on that play. So Durbin, 3 straight carries. Set up third down and 6. As we approach 2 minutes, first half. Of course, it helps when you got a field goal kicker, too. This may, it could be 4-down territory, but you may also, if you don't get any yardage here, you could kick a field goal. Here's the snap. Jones going to take it right side, looking for the hole, looking for the corner, past the 5-yard line. He's going to have enough. Is he going to get into the end zone? He's going to be about a yard short. What a run there, but a penalty flag comes in. It's going to be a hold on the Falcons. So he was able to get to the corner, but oftentimes when you get to that corner, a lot of times it's because, somebody might have grabbed something. So that appears to be the case. Push him back. So from the 10, they go to the 20, and that'll set up a third down and about 16. Just the second penalty of the day on Flanagan by my count. There may have been more. Kind of lost track after that whole fiasco there near the end of that first quarter. Third down, in about 15. 1:35 to go here. Flanagan taking their sweet time. This will probably be 2-down territory, one might think. I formation, one wide receiver on each side. Here's the snap. They fake the handoff, a whistle. And a timeout, I believe, is called. Flanagan, their last here this half. And the Falcons want to talk things over here going into this big third down. It's a big third down. I've said it a number of times here today, but it just feels like these third downs are very important in this game, especially if you're West Central here. I think this means more to West Central in this spot than it does Flanagan. You've already got the lead. You get the ball at the half. Even if you don't get it, you force West Central to come all the way down the field. Boy, this is a very important third down here for the Heat, as they are sitting at 6-0 on the year. And you start to wonder, in a close game like this, do the guys start to tighten up? You haven't had a lot of close games. You have had one close game here this year, has West Central, and there was another game that was closer until the later stages. But you start to wonder just maybe a little bit, do people start tightening up here? You don't think it is here in the first half, especially when you got a halftime break coming. But this is a big stop here if they can get it here. Third down and 15, 1:25 to go here first half. I formation, one wide receiver right. They fake the sweep. Jones going to run it right side. He's got a big hole. He's near the 10-yard line. Oh, he shows off his speed. He's going to run his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seth Jones from 20 yards out. And boy, that is a back-breaking touchdown for the Falcons. Falcons with the touchdown. West Central had him where they wanted him, third down and long. But the Falcons find their way into the end zone. 26-14 our score, 1:17 to go. First half. Snap down, kick is on its way, and the kick up, and it is good. As that kick goes in by Connor Decker. 27-14 the score. And now the Falcons, boy, kind of with a really good grip. They get the ball at the end of the half as well, going into the second half, I should say. So if you're West Central in this spot, this is almost a must-score situation because you've shown here at this point that they haven't been able to slow them down. Haven't been able to slow down this Falcons offense outside of kind of some fluke plays. We saw fumbles, seen 2 fumbles here today for West Central, and you look at the scoreboard, those 2 fumbles that they lost, they fumbled the ball 3 times. They got one back and scooped it and ran it in for a touchdown. But you look at the scoreboard here, it's a 2-score game, 2 fumbles lost. It's the difference here in the game so far. So West Central's going to have to make up those 2 turnovers somewhere in this game, but you got to get some stops defensively. And the Heat have been unable to do so here as Connor Decker ready to boot this one away. 1:17 to go here in the second. A whistle and a penalty flag comes in. And they may have jumped a little bit at the line, so that'll push them back 5 yards. And they'll re-kick. So the Falcons getting a little ahead of things here. Back to the 35-yard lines where they'll kick this one off now from. Connor Decker's got a good leg, though. He'll really have the chance to show it off here if he's able to. Alex McGraw, Aiden Garner back there to receive. Here is the boot from Decker. Little low line drive kick. Is that one going to stay in play? It does not. So this is a big moment here in this game. West Central with the chance. They could get pretty good field position now after that one goes out of bounds. And now the Heat are going to be set up. Oh, they're going to push them back even further. So they're going to try to get even better field position if they can get a good return. That's not a bad call, honestly, by Coach Kirby. So now they're kicking from the 30-yard line. And now the Falcons, if you get a good return here, if you're West Central, you got to be starting to feel pretty good here. We've seen some good returns from Aiden Garner. He's on the far side of the field. That's where it's going. Goes right to Garner, returns at the 30, 35, 40. Garner still on his feet, 45. Taken down on the plus side of the field near the 49-yard line. So that's where West Central will take over. The Heat trying to get on the board here before the half. What a good coaching call there by Kirby. Coach Kirby saying, hey, we want this ball. We want the chance. We want the ball in better field position, and that is exactly what they got. Instead, if you took it, 40-yard line is where they take over on out-of-bounds plays? I believe so. I have to excuse my sniffling. The old allergies getting the best of me here these last couple of days. You maybe have heard it if you're a West Central fan watching. Calling the volleyball games. Been interesting. Hands it off, gives it to Kelly. Rumbling his way past the 40-yard line. Ball's out again! But they say he was down. It's going to be a 10-yard gain from Graham Kelly. And boy, nearly disaster. As Kelly's already lost 2 here tonight. And he fumbled a third. So he's fumbled it 3 times. Yet they're still going to keep handing him the rock. He is the biggest athlete out there. One of the biggest athletes. Look at how big he just towers over these guys. Look at that. 50 seconds they want to add to the clock because it was a first down, so they stopped the clock. And we're awaiting the and now they put 50 minutes on the clock. That's not quite that, but 50 seconds on the clock. And now West Central in plus territory here, ball at the 39. Here's the snap. Stipson hands it off, gets it to McGraw. McGraw makes his way left side. He's got a big hole past the 30-yard line, still on his feet near the 25, and he's taken down. 36.3 seconds to go. That is a gain of 24 on that play by Alex McGraw. And now West Central moving quickly. Stipson looking to throw. Pressure comes. They throw it. Got his man. He's near the first down line. Ran out of bounds. Peyton Woodbury. His first catch of the ball game. Give him 10, maybe 11 on that play. I'll give him 11 or 12. First down. Ball is now at the, oh, they gave him 15. Okay, that's a first down, gain of 15. Ball's at the 10-yard line. So first and goal, he was able to get out of bounds. West Central still has 2 timeouts left. 23.6 seconds to go. Oh, they gave him the 11. So gain of 14 on that play. One wide receiver right. Here's the snap. Stipson fakes the handoff, gives it to McGraw, winds his way up the middle. Now he cuts left side. He's got a hole. 10-5, touchdown. Touchdown, Alex McGraw from 10 yards out. What a play, what a drive for West Central. They were trying to get back into this one and get back into it. They did. What a drive from 49 yards. The Heat are back into the end zone. 27-20, and now a 2-point conversion. If they're able to convert, that would make it a 5-point game. 17.4 seconds to go. A whistle, and Woodbury jumped a little bit on that one. So a 5-yard penalty here, a whistle. We're going to have a timeout. West Central going to think about this one as the Heat down to just 1 timeout now here in this one. In the first half, at least. 27-20 our score. And now the Heat got to talk this one over because now after the 5-yard penalty, you're looking at a possession where you're looking at a 2-point conversion where you got to get it from 7 yards out instead of the typical 2 yards out. West Central, from what we're seeing here, they don't throw the ball much. So this is, I don't know, you want to put it a must make here because it's a 7-point game even if you don't. You're still in this one, but you'd like to get this one and make it a 5-point game. Stipson takes it, fakes it, hands it off, gets it to his man Layferry. Layferry bumps off a tackler. He's down to the 5-yard line, and that's where he's going to be taken down. So no 2-point conversion, but it is a touchdown nonetheless. Touchdown, 10 yards out, Alex McGraw. His 7th carry of the day. He's got a 55-yard touchdown and a 24-yard gain, and now a 10-yard touchdown. I'll have to do some stats here as best I can as we get to halftime. You may have noticed we don't have any commercials for this one here. Typically we have the commercials, but like we said, some weird bug took all of our files, so all we were able to get was our camera backup, which is pretty much all we need. We got our camera, we got our audio. We can call a football game this way. And yeah, this game has been all over the place here for sure. What a game we have to talk about at halftime. We'll have plenty to talk about, so it'll keep us entertained during the halftime festivities as we'll adding up these stat totals because, yeah, this one should be, West Central, you'd argue, should be leading this game with the 2 fumbles that they've had. I mean, this one is, wow. Got a score in from Brian. Brian giving me a score, Amboy, 52-0 over Peoria Heights at the half. That is a rough day at the office there for Peoria Heights. Falling on it at about the 38-yard line. Big number 22 there for Flanagan. Let's see if I can get a number on that. That is Emmett Haraney. Able to fall on it, and now with 15 seconds to go, we'll see if Seth Jones will uncork one and try to get this ball deep down the field. He's shown he's got a pretty good arm. They just don't use it all that much here. But Seth Jones, number 2, quarterback in the shotgun. He's got 4 wide receivers here in 8-man. That's very rare, so that would indicate they're wanting to go for it. Here's the snap. Bad snap. Picks it up. Jones Still on his feet, though, and he's going to get tackled at about the 30-yard line, and that one might be the last play of the half. Trying to avoid disaster. Boy, if they lost that one, West Central would have really had a chance, but that one is indeed going to end our first half. So that is a loss of 8 for Seth Jones. 8-yard loss on his 10th carry of the game. And that puts us at the half where we've had a barn burner. Not as much so in the second quarter. We had 14 points apiece in quarter number 1, which was very high scoring. I mean, we had big plays from 45, 42, 53, 55. Just a number of huge plays from both sides in that first quarter. And then things kind of quieted down to some extent. Flanagan did get a 69-yard touchdown from Leland Durbin, and then a 20-yard touchdown from Seth Jones. Jones has 2 touchdown runs on the day. Also Durbin with 2 touchdown runs on the day. So again, with no breaks here, if you hear me pause for long periods of time, we're going to start doing some scores. We'll let you watch the cheerleaders do their act, though, here. Guess that's kind of a plus here when you don't have any commercials to run on the halftime show. You can see the performances from the lovely cheerleaders here at West Central High School. Seth Jones going to have himself one heck of a first half here on the ground. If I can get this thing tallied up. I keep looking at the wrong score sheet here. And there we go. All right, so his first half total on 10 carries. Seth Jones finishes that first half with 98 yards. Wow, what a first half for Seth Jones, to say the least. 10 carries, I mean, you do the math, that's almost 10 yards a carry. Almost a first down every time he carries the ball, but that 45-yard touchdown had a lot to do with that here. Leland Durbin with 2 touchdowns in that first half. Let's see if I can tally up his score or his numbers real quickly here. Oops, wrong one there. -5. +6, +2, +2. All right, so there we go. Leland Durbin, whose grandmother, Teresa, joining us in the comments earlier today. We appreciate her and everyone else for joining us here in this first half. Leland Durbin with 131 yards rushing on the day. And that is very impressive on 13 carries. So he's averaging 10 yards a carry, if my numbers are correct. Of course, my numbers are rather unofficial here, so doing the best I can, though. But Flanagan there with the 2 runs and 1 pass completed to number 12. That is Logan Ruddy for 16 yards. So total offense for the Falcons. Of course, they've been helped by shorter fields on a couple of turnovers. Actually, the one came on the far side of the field, so they had to come all the way down the field. Leland is indeed on fire. His grandmother, Teresa, back in the comments, kind of highlighting that. He sure is. What a first half for Leland, indeed. Leland Durbin, 131 yards on the ground, 245 yards of total offense for the Falcons of Flanagan. For West Central, let me do some quick number tallies here. We've got 31 yards on the day for number 34. That is Layferry, Kyle Layferry. So 31 yards on 4 carries. A big 53-yard play to Graham Kelly. Keep wanting to call him Graham Allen for some reason. Graham Kelly, but he did have 2 fumbles there, 3 fumbles actually. One was picked up and scooped, ran in for a touchdown. But Graham Kelly struggling with the fumble bug there in the first half. still on 4 carries, 67 yards and a touchdown. And then it was 2 touchdowns in the game for Alex McGraw, who has been able to get in via some misdirection a little bit. Alex McGraw, big day, big first half for him. As we take a look at some of those numbers, do some quick math here. 324 and a 10-yard touchdown. 93 yards on 7 carries for Alex McGraw. So in total, the official total offense, 67 and 31, 191 yards total for West Central compared to the, what did I say it was? So 191 for West Central at the half. And then Flanagan, it was quite a few here. Let me do my math up real quick one more time. 255 yards of offense. 255 for Flanagan at the half. Yeah, I missed a number there when I did it originally. I think I had 245, but it's 255. I missed 10 yards. 10 yards on 2 carries for number 12. That's Logan Ruddy for Flanagan. So 255 yards of total offense for Flanagan. 191 yards of total offense for West Central. Todd in the comments saying a big go Falcons. Well, the Falcons have looked impressive here. It's been a good back and forth, which we kind of expected. Even though Flanagan, they've lost 2 games. They've lost 2 games to very tough opponents. Losing to Ridgewood, who beat Amboy a few weeks ago here in 8-man football. So, that's no easy task. And then they lost to Amboy. Again, Amboy, the defending state champion, one of the best teams in the state in the 8-man division. And even though they lost to Ridgewood, they're still a high-powered team. I saw them a few weeks back against Bushnell. They can put up points in a hurry. So, losing to Amboy, they lost rather handily, which they probably weren't a fan of their Flanagan. So they're coming in off of that loss, and they have been playing with their hair on fire here today. Again, 255 yards of total offense in 2 quarters. Very impressive, to say the least. They have 27 points on the board. Just 1 missed extra point on a botched snap. 45-yard touchdown by Seth Jones, a 20-yard touchdown by Jones, 42-yard touchdown from Leland Durbin, and a 69-yard touchdown by Leland Durbin. A lot of speed on the field here. West Central, a 53-yard touchdown by Graham Kelly, 55-yard scoop and score from Alex McGraw. And then also a 10-yard touchdown for Alex McGraw there at the end of the half, which I feel like if West Central is able to come back and win this game, that drive at the end of the half may have a lot to do with it. It started to feel like Flanagan started to really take the momentum. They ended up with a 2-score lead. West Central was able to take advantage of some kicking boo-boos. You had kind of an early jump, so a false start on the kickoff for Flanagan, which pushed him back 5 yards, and then a kick out of bounds pushed him back another 5 yards. So they had to kick from the 30-yard line, and that ended up putting West Central in plus territory after a good return. We've seen some good returns here tonight from Aiden Garner for West Central. He's just a sophomore, but boy, he's got a lot of speed, and he was putting that on display here in the first half on a number of returns. Able to get that to the 49-yard line, and then just a few plays later, 24-yard run, 10 yards, I believe 7 yards. Boom, there you go. Running their way into the end zone, and West Central was able to get a big answer and make this a 1-possession game. Now, they're going to have to come out, get a stop here at the half. But again, that drive at the end of the first half may go a long way in this one. By the way, if any of y'all got scores, I've seen a couple of scores come in. We have had Brian give us an update there, Amboy and Peoria Heights. If anybody's got any more, feel free to send them in through the comments, and we'll get them out over the air. If you got anybody at any games here, I'll see if I can pull up some of the TSSR broadcasts here. See if we can see some of our guys what some of the scores are. As a busy Friday night of football, not only here in the state of Illinois, but also here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. We appreciate MDH being our sponsor here today. And again, we're dealing with no commercials, we don't really have a whole lot. We're kind of dealing with skeleton equipment here today. 18-0, it looks like Milledgeville with the lead. Is that Milledgeville with the lead? I believe that is them with the lead. They are playing South Beloit here tonight. West Prairie Southeastern. We'll get that score pulled up here after I get a little quick ad. Wow. Cyclones leading big in that one. Second quarter of that one. West Prairie Southeastern leading Galva 48-6. 48-6. Wow. Up in Ridgewood, it is actually this is in Bushnell. Ridgewood in the Battle of the Spartans. Spartans versus the Spartans. 44-12. Ridgewood leads Bushnell-Prairie City in the second quarter. Knoxville and West Hancock. Oh my, that's a good one there. 40-37. Second quarter of West Hancock and Knoxville. West Hancock with a 3-point lead. They might have to see if their scoreboard can go up to 100 if that pace keeps up. My goodness. What a wild, wild game that is. All right, so that looks like some of other scores. Let's see if I can pull up another one here. Elmwood Brimfield leading Macomb 19-7. 11:51 to go. They're just starting up on the third quarter. Our game here, 27-20. We've got some good football going on our TSSR Game Time Live family of networks. So maybe pull up a couple of different tabs and watch some good football. Ridgewood playing Bushnell-Prairie City there. Macomb and Elmwood Brimfield. That'd be a good matchup to watch. Number of great matchups to watch here on our network. So feel free to check those out. Make sure you're following. Subscribe to our page here because we do a number of games and teams throughout West Central Illinois. And, boy, we've had a pretty good year so far already. Some good volleyball, good football. Basketball season about to start up. We got a number of teams that we're going to be covering in the basketball season. It's going to be a really, really good end of the fall going into the winter months for TSSR. So make sure you're following us. And we do plan on doing a number of, I think the big man's goal is to do as many, if not all, of the 8-man football playoff games. So you 8-man football fans out there, obviously some of y'all are probably watching it here tonight with West Central and Flanagan. We're probably going to be covering most of, if not all of those games here right on TSSR. So make sure, if you're an 8-man football fan, make sure you're following us here as come playoff time. We are going to have those for you. We got 2 minutes left on the clock. They'll add some more time back on the clock as we are at the half. I'm going to take a quick drink, so I'm going to turn my mic down so you don't have to listen to that, but I'll be right back here. All right, so there we go. Now I'm all hydrated for now. Again, thanks for joining us on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Once again, feel free to get into the comments. Let us know any of the scores. Rob earlier said St. Thomas More up on Blue Ridge 44-0 at the half. Amboy was up on Peoria Heights at the half 52-0. Probably going to see some mercy rules running clocks in those games. But, we'll keep you updated if any more scores come in the comment section. I went through some of those scores on our TSSR family of networks. Here comes West Central out onto the field. Flanagan already out on the field warming up. Very interested to see, though, what West Central is able to do. Are they going to continue to try to hand the ball off to Graham Kelly, who's fumbled the ball 3 times here today, lost 2 of them. The other one, kind of a fluke play, a scoop and a score. Do they continue to hand the ball off to Kelly? Or do they try to get more misdirection plays to Alex McGraw? That's what they've been doing, and it's worked for them. They've got a couple of touchdowns to Alex McGraw. Will that work for West Central here in the second half, or will Flanagan kind of catch on to, hey, they're not handing the ball off to Kelly, so we can pressure, put some more guys watching Alex. Keep an eye on that McGraw kid, and we'll see if that's the game plan for Flanagan here defensively. Offensively, if you're Flanagan, you really don't got to worry about much. They've just been able to run up and down the field. They've got a number of options there, including the big man, number 7, Leland Durbin, as he has 2 touchdowns, 131 yards on 13 carries, 10 yards a carry. I mean, it don't get much better than that right there. So Leland Durbin easily on track for player of the game nods if Flanagan's able to hold on to this one. Coaches making their way back up into the press box area, so that means we're about ready to get this thing underway. Just under 3 minutes on the halftime clock. West Central coming into this one 6-0 on the year. Started the season with a 52-8 win against Galva. Wins against Bushnell-Prairie City, Peoria Heights, Galva again, and West Prairie Southeastern all on the road. 5 weeks in a row with games on the road. 5 weeks in a row. I don't know how that played out. I might have to have a conversation with Coach Kirby about that. Like, the fact that that ended up being that way is really fascinating to me. And now West Central is set up with the last 4 games of the season at home. And, you know, they're being back on home field seems to be working for West Central here. They got an 80-34 win last week against Bushnell-Prairie City. They're playing a tough game here against Flanagan. But Flanagan, you know, they're still within 1 score here. They've got a tough contest next week. They're going to have their hands full against Amboy and Ridgewood, who beat Amboy earlier this year. So the schedule doesn't lighten up just because they're at home. West Central getting home games against their toughest opponents of the season. And we'll see how that plays out for the Heat, as we'll be ready to go here. We'll have the call for you here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Hard to believe the season winding down here. Just 2 weeks left in the regular season. October 25th, the last regular season games that weekend, and then playoff football. Where will the playoffs take us? That's going to be the question here. We're excited for it nonetheless there. We'll be on the call here, though, for TSSR. Happy to do it here. Good to have everybody with us here in the comments, viewing, whatever the case may be. We're about ready to get the second half underway there as they're stretching out number 51 there, Caleb Thompson. Stretching him out a little bit here. I don't know if he was dealing with cramps or if that's just his pre-second half routine. Might be dealing with cramps since everybody else was huddling up. Maybe not. He's up. He's ready to go. We're about ready to go here. Clock under a minute. 20 seconds to go, as a matter of fact, before we get the second half underway here. So I, on the scoreboard here, will set it to quarter number 3. Timeouts reset. We're about ready to play some football here. Now, West Central will be kicking it off. Will they try a surprise onside kick? You never know. I've seen it. I've seen it happen. I saw a surprise onside kick work a few weeks back in Abingdon. It caught me off guard. I certainly didn't see it coming. It was like mid-second quarter they did that, and I was like, what? We've had some questionable things happening here in this game, though. Nothing to that extent. I think the highlight of the first half, arguably outside of the big plays, might be the bizarre thing with the refs at the end of that first quarter. Wild kick. This one's still on the ground near the 30-yard line. Having to fall on it is Logan Ruddy. So he falls on it, and that is where Flanagan will take over. Moving left to right here on your screen. I lost my pen. That's good. I'll find it here. It's in my pocket. All right. Oh, mini heart attack there. We've had a couple of those tonight here behind the scenes. Still able to get this one off and going, though. on TSSR. Good to have you along with us. No commercials and all. First down and 10, ball at the 32-yard line. Just underway here. One wide receiver to the left. Here's the snap. Jones hands it off, gets it to, I believe that's Durbin with the carry. As we'll see who it was. Durbin is the carrier. Ball carrier there. It'll be second down and about 5. About a 5-yard gain there. The Falcons getting that 131 yards for Durbin first half on 13 carries. That was his 14th carry of the ball game. And he's just getting big chunks every time he just puts his head down and he rumbles his way through. One wide receiver left. Jones turns, gives it to Durbin again. This time he is stopped maybe for a gain of 1. One of the few times he's been stopped. He has been stopped for a 5-yard loss. That was kind of a botched play in the shotgun. Few plays where it's 3 yards, 2 yards, 1 yard, no gain. Just a few of them. Otherwise, he's been able to get big chunk plays here for the Falcons here. Third down and about 5. That's a big play off the get-go here. 10:50 to go here, third quarter. One wide receiver left, I formation behind Jones. Here's the snap. Jones sweeps it left side, gets it to Durbin. He's got his wheels, 50-yard line, cuts back left side, 40, 30. There he goes, Durbin, 15. Tackled at the 10. Tackled at the 10-yard line. What a gain of 58 for Leland Durbin. 58 yards to the 10-yard line. My goodness, that kid can play. That was a really good play. He went up the middle, cut to the right, then he cut back to his left, and then ran all the way down to the 10-yard line, had one man to beat. West Central was able to catch him. He's not on the field. He's getting a breather here as they get ready for the snap. And now they're waiting for, well, no, they're not waiting. They do got to wait for the crew here because they mark it at the 11-yard line. They got to wait for the chain gang. Here's the snap. They fake give the handoff left side. Big hole left side going for the pylon. He's going to be taken down at about the 3-yard line. As that is number 12, Logan Ruddy, his third carry of the game. Second down and goal. Ball is at the 3-yard line. Just underway third quarter here. 9:54 to go. And the ball is spotted at the 3-yard line. So, second and goal here for the Falcons. A big start. Teresa happy in the comments there for her grandson. As Jones takes it, he's going to take it himself. Quarterback sneak up the middle. Is he in? He is in. That's a touchdown from 3 yards out. Seth Jones picks up his third touchdown, of the game. And the Falcons are right back on the board. Falcons on the board again, 33-20. And now the extra point upcoming for Connor Decker. Snap. Kick is on its way. And it is good. Another extra point there for Connor Decker. He's only missed one, and it was because of a botched snap. And the lead is back up to 2 possessions. West Central going to look for an answer here, as we are sitting with 9:34 to go here in the third quarter. As Seth Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. Logan Ruddy got a carry on that drive. Teresa rooting for everybody here in the comments here tonight. Falcon Pride believe it. She is cheering loudly there from the Flanagan area. So the kick upcoming for Connor Decker. West Central going to look to get down the field. They just got to find a stop. Where are they going to get the stop? That is the question here tonight. As the kicker Decker ready to boot this one up at the 40-yard line. Boots that one deep, and that is going to be returned Running it up is Garner. Garner's still on his feet towards the 40-yard line, and another good return for Aiden Garner. 9:28 to go here, third quarter. And he'll be taken down about the 41, maybe the 42-yard line. We'll see where they mark him. 42. So another good field position here for West Central. Looking for an answer here, down 14. And again, the difference in this game, arguably the 2 turnovers, 2 fumbles by Graham Kelly here in this game. Getting ready to go now. First down, ball at the 42. 9:28 to go here, third quarter. Tight formation once again. Running back in the backfield. A penalty flag comes in. And we've got a false start. Or delay a game, actually, is the call. So West Central unable to get the play off in time. And now delay a game. We'll push it back 5 yards. So things not off to the ideal start for West Central. Kelly is in the backfield, but they've used a lot of misdirection here, moving guys around. We'll see who gets the carry here as they hand it off to Kelly. He rumbles his way back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe an extra yard or 2. So Graham Kelly, a gain of 6, second down and 9. Just the 5th carry of the game. He has a 53-yard touchdown on his first carry of the game. His problem's been since then he hasn't been able to hang on to the ball. Tough kid to bring down, though, so it's hard to take him out of the offensive scheme if you're West Central. Tight formation again. Here's the snap. Fakes, gives the handoff to McGraw. McGraw moves his way left side. Actually, that is not McGraw. That's number 22. Oh, it is Alex McGraw. All right. Peyton Woodbury got pushed up. I thought it was Woodbury on the carry for a minute, but instead McGraw. Gain of 2 or maybe 1 on that play. Not much. Now it's third down and 9. And this is almost a must convert here if West Central wants to keep pace. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Get it to Layferry. Moving his way. Cuts back right side. Penalty flag comes in. And he's going to be about 3 or 4 yards shy. 4 or 5 actually. They're going to mark him down at about the 48-yard line here. And we'll await the penalty flag here from the head official there in the white hat. Holding going to be the call. As he discusses with some of the West Central kids there. And they're going to mark this one off from the original spot there. So back it up even further. 10 yards will make it third and very long for a team that doesn't really throw the ball all that often. You put yourself in a really tough spot now. West Central 6-0 on the year. Flanagan 4-2 on the season. Losses to 2 of the better teams, though, in the state of Illinois in 8-man football. So now, third down, excuse me. Long way to go. Under 8 minutes to go here, third quarter. Here's the snap. Stimpson fakes the handoff. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to launch this one deep down the middle of the field, right side maybe, and that one incomplete. As Stimpson looking for Peyton Woodbury. But that one a little underthrown on that one. It'll be 4th and long. 4th and 19, 7:45 to go here. In a punting situation here as Kyle Layferry back to boot this one away. Layferry boots that one. That's a good punt right there. Is that one going to go out of play? Good height on that one, but it may have came out of bounds. Yeah, it went out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. So even though it looked good in the air, it wasn't straight enough. Only about a 17-yard punt on that one. So now good field position for the Falcons of Flanagan as they're going to look to really get a stranglehold on this one. Up 2 scores already. West Central showing an inability so far to be able to stop them. Mainly stop number 7, Leland Durbin. Here's the snap. Jones, left side. Here's Durbin as fireworks going off in the backfield in the distance. As our camera guy getting that one in there. A couple of fireworks going off. Penalty flag came in. This one likely coming back here. Holding is the call, so that'll push the Falcons back 10 yards from the original spot. What are we shooting fireworks off for here in the middle of October? Who knows? The things you see, though, out in the country. Calling this game from surrounded by cornfields here in Biggsville, Illinois. I love it. This is small-town football at its finest right here. Beautiful facility here. It's my first time here at West Central doing a football game. So first down and about 18. They mark it from, or no, they get it first down at 18, yep. So an 8-yard penalty. Well, 10 actually from the spot. So first and 18 upcoming for the Falcons. And now this is the kind of possession here where you've got them behind the sticks if you're West Central. Got to get a stop here, you feel like. Yeah, Seth Jones in the backfield, awaiting the snap. One wide receiver to the left, two on the right side, moving a man in motion. Jones going to take it himself, running his way left side to the outside. He's to the 50, shows off his speed. As, man, that kid can move. He is up past the 50-yard line to about the 44 or the 46-yard line, excuse me. That is a good gain of about, well, it was 18, first and 18, so 8 plus 6 is 14. Or 8 plus 4 is 12. Let me get my numbers right there. Second down and 6, ball at the 46-yard line. 6:23 to go here. Second down and 6. One wide receiver right. I formation behind Jones. Penalty flag comes in. Another 5-yard penalty coming on West Central here. As another offside. We'll see if somebody may have jumped before. That official in the middle of the screen there, pointing his head towards the Flanagan way, so maybe this one was coming back. Did somebody jump? And oh, they do say that. Wow. Illegal procedure. False start on Flanagan. That's their 4th penalty of the day. And now that'll push him back. Second down and 11. So penalty is kind of the story here on this drive for Flanagan. The Falcons, second down and 11, still behind the sticks. Even after that 12-yard carry from Seth Jones. One wide receiver right, I formation, offset I formation in the backfield. Here's the snap. Jones looking to throw. Throwing that one right side. Has his man Reed, and that one past the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of about 8 on that play. That'll set up third down and 3 as Reed with his first catch. Connor Reed with the catch. Number 1 for the Falcons. Third down. That sets up third and manageable here. 3rd and 3, maybe 3rd and 4. Big play here. Couple of plays potentially for West Central. Got to get a stop, you feel like, here. Trying to keep pace with the Falcons. High-scoring affair so far for the Falcons. 34 points already on the board here. 5:10 to go here, third quarter. Jones takes it, hands it off to Durbin, runs his way up the middle. Now to the right side, it's Durbin again, trying to shake tackles down near the 25-yard line. Leland Durbin once again. 18 yards on that one, first down. This kid can't be stopped. That'll push him, I believe, over 200 yards, if my math is correct here. 131 yards at the half. He had a 58-yard run earlier in this half. And now that one from 18 almost certainly puts him over the 200-yard mark. Here's the snap. Jones going to take it left side, trying to get to the corner, and he is spun down, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. But that is going to be about it. Seth Jones, no gain on the play. Second down upcoming. 4:15 to go here. Maybe a loss of 1 on that one. Second down and 10. Loss of about half a yard, we'll call it. Teresa still happy for her grandson, as she should be. 200 yards for the kid here today. What a day for Leland Durbin. Still got some time to add to those stats. 3:51 to go here, third quarter. This has been a quick-moving third quarter. Flanagan happy to waste as much time as they can here. One wide receiver left, I formation behind Jones. Here's the snap. Loses the handle, but he's able to fall on it. Oh, nearly disaster there from Jones. He tried to step back, and it looked like he just forgot to carry the ball with him. So no gain on the play. Seth Jones. That could have been a big moment here for West Central. Instead, the Falcons fall back on it here. It's third down and about 10 and a half. Need to get to the 15-yard line. Coming up on 3 minutes to go. Jones sweeps it right side, gets it to Durbin. He's spun down for a loss. One of the few times we've seen Durbin get tackled for a loss here today. That's a 2-yard loss for Leland Durbin. That might push him back behind 200 yards, honestly. Alex McGraw getting back there, among others. Seen a couple of times where West Central's been able to get into the backfield, but they've been few and far between. A lot of offense here for the Falcons here in this one. West Central looking for answers. What is the fourth down call going to be here on fourth and very long? 4th and 13, 2:25 to go. Fourth down and 13. Jones in the shotgun, awaiting the snap. Jones takes the snap, looks to throw. Looking right side. He's going to throw that one right side. He's going to throw that one out of play, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So West Central able to dodge the bullet. Not sure who the intended target was. I believe that was Connor Reed, the target. It was way out of bounds anyway. I wasn't going to get to Reed anyway. So West Central will take over, but a lot of time taken off the clock. We got 2:08 to go here in the third. 34-20. Good ball game. The scoring has gone way down considering where we were at the end of the first quarter. Awaiting the snap, takes it, fakes. Stipson going to throw it as he's got his man right side, looking for Woodbury, and Woodbury going to have himself near the line. I think they're going to give him a first down. Peyton Woodbury, his second catch of the game. Woodbury, gain of 10. And it'll be first down at the 38-yard line. Oh, they say second down and short. So give him 9.5. 1:40 to go here in the third. St. Thomas More, 68-0, the final. Yeah. McGraw gets the handoff, bumps it all the way to the outside. He's past the 45, still on his feet. Alex McGraw spun down near the 40-yard line. What a run by Alex McGraw, getting himself 22 on that play. He has been excellent here tonight. Alex McGraw, gain of 22 to the 40-yard line. First and 10 for the Heat in plus territory. Trying to keep this thing close. 1:19 to go here, third quarter. High-powered offense, averaging 54 points a game, only with 20 so far here. They give it to Kelly. He rumbles his way 5, maybe 6 yards. Graham Kelly, gain of 6 on the play. Second down and 4. I mean, Kelly has had some issues fumbling the ball, but when he is that much bigger than most of the guys out there, I feel like you got to hand the ball off to him and just trust that he won't fumble it. But he has been stripped 3 different times here tonight. He's lost 2 of the fumbles. Here's the snap. They go left side again to Kelly. Kelly makes his way past the 30. And he's going to get down to about the 28-yard line, maybe the 27. A gain of 7 on that play to Kelly. So 13 yards on 2 carries, back-to-back carries for Kelly. And now West Central moving quickly here. 34 seconds to go in the third. Be in store for a good fourth quarter here. Here's the snap, hands it off again. Kelly runs his way to about the 25. He's taken down. Gain of 2 on that play. Kelly. That might be the last play of this quarter here. 15 seconds still on the clock. Now 10 seconds. And West Central looks like they're going to take this one to the fourth quarter. Down 2 scores. Their undefeated season still on the line. We'll see if the Heat can come back and pull this one off. What a ball game. What a ball game we're witnessing here. 27-20 at the half. Both defenses really tightening up there in that third quarter. See if that's the case in the fourth quarter. I'm going to take a drink, so I'll turn my mic off here for a second, and I'll be right back here with you. No commercials. That's kind of what we're left to do here. Back on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here. Don't know if I've actually introduced myself yet so far here tonight. We've had a lot going on here so far tonight. 34-20 our score as Flanagan ahead in this one here. 4-2 coming in. West Central 6-0. Looking to keep their perfect season intact. They've got tough games ahead. Do the Heat. They've got Amboy next week and Ridgewood after that. Ridgewood beat Amboy just a few weeks ago. Second down and about 8 after a 2-yard gain by Kelly. First play of the fourth quarter. Here's the Heat. Stipson pitches it, gets it to McGraw, trying to get to the corner. And he's still getting to the corner, and he's ran out of bounds. A good carry there. He's near the 10-yard line. Alex McGraw with a gain of about, they say that's the 15-yard line. So to gain a 10 on the play. That's the 10th carry for Alex McGraw. And they stopped the clock here. 11:52 to go. Didn't see why they stopped the clock. The officials now coming together. Penalty flag, it looks like, came in. And we'll see what the call is. Wonder if we're going to have something similar to what we saw in the first quarter. There's a penalty flag on the ground, but they're not making any signals. That's going to be a penalty on Flanagan. All right, so half the distance to the goal after the play. They late hit out of bounds. That's the call. So late hit out of bounds on Flanagan. And another score just came in from Brian. Amboy defeating Peoria Heights 68-0. Boy, that seems to be the score there so far. Hands it off to Kelly, rumbling his way as he's going to be tackled. Touchdown! They say a touchdown from Graham Kelly. 5-yard touchdown, and Kelly into the end zone for the second time here today. Touchdown Heat. And they're right back in it. 34-26. This is a huge two-point conversion here. After the touchdown, what a run by big man number 8, Graham Kelly. Hand it off to the big man and let him do his work. Imagine he might get the handoff here again. Here's the snap. Oh, they pitch it to McGraw. McGraw shakes the tackle, still on his feet, and he's finally brought down about a half a yard, 2 yards shy of the end zone. So no two-point conversion. Still an 8-point game. 11:46 to go here, fourth quarter now. We should change that here on the scoreboard. Been a little slow doing that here tonight. Fourth quarter of action, 34-26. Sandra getting into the comments says, thank you for this coverage. I live 200 miles away from my grandson, number 5, Cole Bradbury. And this way I get to see him play. Go Falcons. All right. Well, that's awesome to see. Diana in the comments. Miss Diana. I know Diana. Trouble's in the comments now. I know, Miss Diana there. I kid, of course, Diana. We love you to death here. Thanks for joining us on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Yeah, fourth quarter of action, and we got a one-score game. West Central in that last quarter, the third quarter, they got to stop defensively. And it was kind of self-inflicted wounds on the side of Flanagan, where they were, they kind of got behind the sticks on first down. And then it looked like they recovered, but then another penalty pushed him back. Still behind the sticks on third down and unable to get into the end zone, or unable to continue the drive, I should say. Unable to get in the end zone. So West Central dodged a bullet. Now a little blooper kick. That one taken at about the 35-yard line. Still on his feet past the 40-yard line. Spun down. I believe that's going to be number 22. It is number 22, Emmett Haraney. So Haraney returns it to about the 43, maybe the 44-yard line. And that is where the Falcons will take over, moving right to left here. Falcons at the 44-yard line. This is a big drive here on both sides. I formation, one wide receiver left. Seth Jones in the under center now. A whistle and a timeout is called. So an early timeout here in the fourth quarter. Flanagan didn't like what they saw, or they weren't getting the signals in. Either way, 11:39 to go here, fourth quarter. And now with 2 timeouts left, we'll see what the Falcons can do here in this pivotal possession, you feel like. Good crowd on hand here at West Central High School, Biggsville, Illinois. Beautiful night for football. It has cooled down substantially. I got here at about 6 o'clock this evening, and boy, it was still steamy. The sun was just starting to set. It was still a little warm here from the daytime heat, but since the sun went down, it's cooled down very substantially. And we're feeling good here in Biggsville tonight. I formation after the timeout. Here's the snap. Jones hands it off, gets it right side. Durbin trying to get to the corner. Durbin still on his feet past the 50. Penalty flag comes in, though. That might be in the way of holding again. And if that's the case, more of those self-inflicted wounds for the Falcons. It is. Holding is going to be the call, so back them up. If you're West Central, you are feeling really good all of a sudden. West Central didn't score in the third quarter. 27-20, only 7 points were scored in that fourth quarter. Spot foul, so it's going to be first and about 12. Nonetheless, it is the 5th penalty on Flanagan here. Second down, or first down at about 12. I formation, one wide receiver left. Here's the snap. They hand it off. They're going to give it to him again. Actually, that is Durbin again. Takes the handoff towards the 50-yard line. So, a gain of about, what is that going to be there? They're going to mark him at about the 49-yard line. So that'll make it a gain of 7 on the play. 19th carry of the day for Leland Durbin. Second down and 5, ball at the 49. I formation, one wide receiver left. Jones turns, hands it off to Durbin again. He's met in the backfield, takes a shot, and he is going to be taken down, only a gain of about 1. And now a big third down upcoming here for the Heat defensively. 1, maybe a 2-yard gain on that play. Third down, 3 yards to go. Just about 10.5 to go here. Fourth quarter, 34-26. Breaking the huddle, Seth Jones, I formation, one wide receiver left. Jones awaiting the snap. Jones loses the ball again. Jones is able to pick it up, though, trying to get to the line. He's going to be about a half a yard shy, but I imagine it's a go-for-it situation here. Nearly disaster again by Seth Jones. And now 4th down upcoming. Ball is set at the 47-yard line. They need the 46. So 4th down and 1. 9:45 to go here, 4th quarter. I formation behind Jones, 1 wide receiver on his left. Here's getting ready for the snap. Jones going to take it himself. He's going to push his way to about the 44, gain of 3. So a 3-yard gain on 4th and 1. Jones able to bail them out there. 4th down conversion. The 6-0 season, undefeated season for West Central, still on the line here. They're looking for a stop. They trail by 8, 34-26. Ball at the 44-yard line now. Falcons looking to put themselves in pretty good position here, trying to move to 5-2 on the year. I formation again. Jones, 1 wide receiver left. Jones takes the snap, hands it off to Durbin. Durbin rumbles his way. Another penalty flag comes in. Rumbles his way, still on his feet past the 25. All that going to be for naught as that one's coming back. Another penalty on the Falcons. A hold. This one's coming back, and this one not going to be a spot foul. This one's going to be, I think, original spot because that was an early penalty. So they're going to push that one back 10, and it's going to be 1st and 20. And not ideal, to say the least, if you're the Falcons. Another 10-yard penalty there. That's the 6th penalty. We're seeing a lot of penalties here on Flanagan. I think they only had 2 in the first half by my tally. And they're up to 6, so they've got 4 penalties here in the second half alone. Trying to get guys figured out here. Jones, 3 wide receivers to his right. Moving a man in motion. That's Durbin. They're going to take the snap. Jones going to run his way left side. He's tackled at the line of scrimmage. What a play there. Getting into the backfield, that is Gage Stimpson, the quarterback. Stimpson making a play there. No gain on the play by Jones. And it brings up 2nd down and 20. Ball at the 46, now the 45. They say a loss of 1. Wow. Loss of 1. 2nd down and 21. Ball at the 45-yard line. Coming up on 8 minutes to go. Flanagan in no hurry, though. Two wide receivers right. 2 wide receivers stacked left. Jones moving a man in motion. That's Durbin. Here's the snap. They get it to Jones. Moving right side. He's trying to get to the corner. Shakes his way past a tackle. He's going to be down near the 50, though. Well short. 5-yard gain, and it's 3rd down and very long for the Falcons. It'll be 3rd down, about 15. 2 plays to get a stop if you're West Central. Looking to keep the undefeated campaign a go. 7.5 minutes to go. Ball at the 49. They need the 34. They break the huddle. Jones back in the I formation. 1 wide receiver left. Seth Jones ready for the snap. Takes the snap. Looks to throw. He's going to throw that one over the middle of the field. He's got Reed trying to break a tackle. He's near the 30. What a throw to Connor Reed. Gain of 19 on 3rd down and long. 3rd and 15. A gain of 19 to Connor Reed. His 2nd catch. And that is a backbreaker for West Central. My goodness. Little slant pattern right over the middle of the field. It was textbook. West Central didn't see it coming. Now they can run some more clock here. 6:40 to go here, 4th quarter. They switch backs as Jones takes the snap. They hand it off to Durbin. He's running his way left side past the 20-yard line. Shakes another tackle. 15-10 near the goal line. Did he reach? Did he get it? They say he's about a yard short. Gain of 30 nonetheless. Leland Durbin running in the fullback set right there. He was the fullback on that play. And Leland Durbin another 30 yards, and now the ball is down to the 1-yard line. 6:04 to go here in the fourth. First and goal. They say his knee was down just about a half a yard shy. Late substitution. They hand it off to Durbin again. Moves his way, breaks more tackles into the end zone. Another touchdown for Durbin. Leland Durbin for the third time here today into the end zone. A touchdown from 42, a touchdown from 69, and now a touchdown from 1 yard out. Leland Durbin. Have a day, young man. The Falcons going up 2 scores now, 40-26. 5:45 to go here, fourth quarter. As the extra point on the way here from Connor Decker. Decker takes the snap. The kick is on its way. By Decker, I should say, and it is up, and it is good. Teresa, proud grandma. Travis in the comments, happy for the Falcons, it looks like. What a game for Flanagan coming off of that loss last week, 46-14 to Amboy. They have played with their hair on fire here. My goodness, they've been able to hold this high-powered offense of West Central down to just 26 points here, averaging 54 points a game coming in. Of course, they knew their schedule was going to get tougher down the stretch. Travis is a proud uncle, so we've got Leland Durbin. We've got his grandma and his uncle both watching the stream here tonight. That's pretty cool right there. A little family reunion here. West Central 6-0 on the year. 5 on the road. That is just still insane. But now their schedule really tightens up here. Flanagan, Amboy, and Ridgewood. Going to need a miracle here with 5:45 to go here. Still a lot of time, though, you'd think, as that one taken at the 20-yard line, 30-yard line, running his way towards the 35-yard line. Oh, Grandpa's watching too, Teresa says. Awesome. That is what we do this for here at TSSR, for folks who are unable to make the trip. Long trip for Flanagan here tonight. Don't envy those kids on that bus. It's going to be a late night getting back to Flanagan. What is that, about 2.5, 3 hours from here, I imagine? Stimpson, ready, takes the hand, gives the handoff to Layferry, and he is spun down in the backfield. What a play getting back there by Logan Ruddy. A 4-yard loss on that one, and it'll be 2nd down and 14. Layferry, haven't heard much from him here in the second half. That's actually his second carry, I should say. His first carry of the second half is what I meant to say. Goodness. My brain's a little fried at this point here. Been doing a lot of talking here throughout this broadcast. But we're managing. We've got a good football game. Still 2-possession game. Anything can happen here. Under 5 minutes to go. Stimpson takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's still looking to throw. Pressure comes, and he is met. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, however. Maybe get about a half a yard. So no gain on the play for Stimpson. First time he's going to carry the ball officially. You're very welcome there, Travis. And now 4.5 minutes to go here. It's 3rd down and 14. Do or die situation here for West Central. Of course, you got 2 downs to do it. Can't imagine they'll be punting with this little time left. Awaiting the snap. They fake the handoff, and now Stimpson going to throw that one. That one in and out of the hands. Looking for his target, Alex McGraw. And now it'll be 4th down and long. 4th down and 14, 4:06 to go here, fourth quarter. Falcons looking for a stop would pretty much ice this one away, one would think. I don't know. Crazier things have happened in the world of football. We've seen some weird things. I've seen some weird things. Good to have everybody along here. Is this one winding down here? West Central with a big play here, trying to get it on 4th down. And that one, I think that was a broken play. Stimson tried to run it himself. He ran left side, and he doesn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Give him no gain on that one. It'll be a turnover on downs. That one kind of a botched play there and taken down at the 30-yard line. And West Central's 6-0 start maybe coming to an end here. 4:02 left. Of course, if you're able to get a turnover here, got to be going for the strip, you would think, in a situation like this. High-powered offense of West Central held to just 26 points. Only 6 points here in the second half. Jones, excuse me, Logan Ruddy with the carry, moves it left side. He's going to be near that first down line. They're going to give him a 9-yard gain. It'll be second down. 9-yard gain for Ruddy. 3:38 to go here in the fourth. Ball now at the 21-yard line. One wide receiver right, no wide receivers on the left. I formation, similar to what we've seen all night long here. Seth Jones, he's just awaiting that official to hold up the 5. And then he's going to snap the ball here. Here's the snap. They hand it off. Durbin, I believe, is going to get the carry. As that one, no gain on the play. Durbin maybe loses a yard or two. They say a loss of 2 on that play. So Durbin loses 2. And a timeout called, West Central. So they want to try to preserve as much time as they can. 3rd down and 3. 3:05 to go. 2 timeouts left here still for West Central. So if you can get a stop, you never know. You just never know. What a ball game, though, for Flanagan. Making the long trip over here. They've been able to get big plays. It started on the second play, actually, their second or third play of this ball game. What a fast start to this game we saw. We saw West Central score on the second play from scrimmage from 53 yards out. And then Leland Durbin went 42 yards for a touchdown. 45 yards by Seth Jones, 69 yards by Durbin, 3 yards out for Seth Jones. The touchdowns have been a little not as far away in the second half. Durbin had another one then from 1 yard out. I think that's all of our touchdowns here tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. That's all 6 of our touchdowns there for Flanagan. Timeout called. It'll be actually first down now. Did I miss something? I must have missed something while I was looking at that play. All right. First down and 10 upcoming now for Flanagan. Apologies there. Thought I had some more time coming out of that timeout. Happens to the best of us here. 2:25 to go here. I formation. Jones going to take it right up the middle. Spun down, gain of 2 on that play. If they give it to Durbin anymore, I'm going to have to make a second line for him. The score sheet I have only has 23 carries. Durbin has well reached that plateau. Now he's going for his 24th if he's able to get another one here. Under 2 minutes to go here, second down. And about 8. Gain of 2 there by Seth Jones. Jones has had a good day running the ball as well. I formation. Another wide receiver to the right. Jones takes the snap, hands it off to Durbin. Runs his way up the middle, gain of 2. So another 2 there for Durbin. Third down upcoming, minute and a half. This one going to wind down. Flanagan going to pick up their 5th win of the year. While West Central will suffer their first loss of the season. And it doesn't get much easier there for the Heat. They've got some tough opponents. Amboy coming to town next week. We'll see what head coach Jason Kirby can have in store for them next week. Here's the I formation, hands it off, gets it left side. Durbin again, and now they call a timeout here with 53.5 seconds to go. Gain of maybe 2. As another timeout. Was that called on West Central, or was that Flanagan, they said? I think it is West Central calling a timeout. I wouldn't see any reason why they would call a timeout, the Falcons. So West Central trying to get a stop here. It's 4th down and 6. I suppose you never know. You just never know in this business. Weirder things have happened, that is for sure. Imagine it'll be another handoff to Durbin. I suppose I can go from that one spot here. I'm trying to add up some stats here real quick during the timeout, but I might have to do that in the postgame as we wait for Coach Kirby to come up and chat with us postgame. Not sure if the head coach of Flanagan will come on up, but the offer was out there. Here's the throw on 4th down, and it's going to be close. The throw caught by Reed. It is complete. Are they going to say it's 4th down or not? Is it going to be a 1st down? I don't think they gave him the spot. They needed to get to about the 8-yard line. They gave him the 10-yard line. So a 4-yard reception. So West Central will get the ball back here as they'll give it a go. Going to need to move quickly here. Seth Jones going to likely end this game with 125 yards rushing on 19 carries. West Central's offense making their way back out on the field. 131 at half. 1st down and 10, ball at the 10-yard line for West Central. The Heat looking for a big play here. Here's the snap. Stimpson dumps that one off. He gets it to McGraw. He runs his way out at about the 14, maybe the 15. They give him the 16-yard line. And that is Alex McGraw with his first catch of the ball game. 6-yard gain on that play. 2nd down, about 4, 43.9 seconds to go. Second down and 4, Stepping back, looking to throw. Throws that one over the middle of the field. He's got Woodbury. A nice catch near the 30-yard line to the 27-yard line. Gain of 11 on that play to Woodbury. 1st down and 10. A spike to stop the clock with 32.0 seconds to go. I'm doing the numbers here for Flanagan here. Since West Central's still going, they're going to have some more chance to add some numbers here. But Leland Durbin going to finish this game with 253 yards. Here's West Central. They get it left side as, oh boy, a big hit there on 2nd down. And they stay in bounds. So Coach Kirby's going to have to call one of his timeouts. McGraw with the carry there. Gain of 4 on the play. And now it'll be 3rd down, about 6. Yeah, 253 yards on 25 carries for Leland Durbin. Wow. That's a good day of work, I'd say, right there. 22 yards for Flanagan's number 12, Logan Ruddy, in rushing. And then in the passing game, a couple of catches by Connor Reed. 31 yards receiving on 3 catches and 1 catch for 16 yards for Logan Ruddy. So that's the Falcons. I'll get the West Central stats here, and I'll go over those here in a bit. Stimson takes the snap, dumps it off, looking for his man Woodbury. That one incomplete. 18.2 seconds to go here. That one on 3rd down, so now it'll be 4th down. So West Central, their 6-0 start to the season. About to suffer their first loss of this season. And like we said, it doesn't get any easier. Amboy comes to town, Ridgewood comes to town after that. See what kind of adjustments are made here for the Heat. That's 4th down and 6, 18.2 seconds to go. Stimson hands it off, gives it to Kelly. Kelly makes his way past the 40-yard line. That's going to be a good pickup there. Kelly gains about 10 on that play. And then real quickly, they're moving. 8 seconds to go. Spike of the football with 7.3 seconds. This one all but wrapped up here. A couple more plays here for West Central, and this one will come to an end. Good to have everybody with us here. We'll have Coach Kirby likely up here in the stands. Offer was out there for Coach Reed. I think it's Coach Reed. Stimson looking to throw. This might be the last play of the game is Woodbury. That one incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in with 0.7 seconds to go. Todd Reed is the head coach for Flanagan. I emailed him earlier this week and said, you're welcome to come on up. Didn't hear back from him, though, so I don't know if we'll get him in here or not. Pass interference, though, is going to be the call with 0.7 seconds to go. So one more play before the loss column on West Central. We'll have a 1 next to it now. What an all-around effort here by the Falcons of Flanagan, making the long drive here to Biggsville and shutting down this high-powered offense. 54 points per game coming in, only 26. They've only scored 6 points here in the second half. 0.7 seconds to go here. Final play of the ball game here. Stimson takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Pressure comes, looking to throw. Still looking to throw, shakes away from a tackle. Stimson going to dump this one off, and that one going to fall incomplete. And that'll end our ball game here. Final score, 41-26, as the Falcons defeat the Heat here on this October 11th, 2024. What a ball game, though. Like I said, for the Falcons, we'll go over those stats once again here for the Falcons real quickly here. I'm going to tally up West Central's stats here really quick. 27 for him. Didn't have a whole lot. Let's see, do some quick math. Comments coming in. Coach Reed is a good coach, they say, Teresa. Yeah, I believe you. It certainly showed here tonight. Coach Reed had all things working. And this one going to come to an end here and end the perfect season for the Heat of West Central. Doing some quick tallies here. I don't actually know where that one marked off. So 93 plus 10 plus 1 plus 22 plus 10 plus 4. 140. There we go. All righty. So as I tally up my scores here real quick. 35. Boom, we're good to go. All right, so stats, let's start with Flanagan on the winner's side once again. Thank you, Teresa. Appreciate the kind words. Appreciate you watching here tonight, Teresa. It was a pleasure talking to you. Your grandson did a fantastic job. Leland Durbin, the grandson of Teresa, in the comments. What a night he had, boy. 25 carries for 253 yards. By my score. Of course, these are unofficial stats, but they're stats nonetheless by my count. So 253 yards on 25 carries, over 10 yards a carry here tonight. Very impressive, to say the least, for Leland Durbin. 125 yards for the starting quarterback. That is Seth Jones on 19 carries. Boy, he's got some good speed. So when you got that 1-2 punch there in the backfield, either the quarterback or Durbin, you don't know who's going to get the ball, and that caused some problems there for the Heat here this evening. 22 yards on 4 carries for number 12, Logan Ruddy, and that is all the rushing stats. So let's do some quick addition there on the total number of rushing stats for the Falcons. They ended tonight's game with 400 yards exactly in rushing by my tally. 400 yards rushing, and then 31-16. 31-16 is 47. So 447 yards of total offense on the night for the Flanagan Falcons. All right, so there you go. Once again, though, if you're just joining us, Leland Durbin, 25 carries, 253 yards, 125 yards on 19 carries for Seth Jones, the starting quarterback, 22 yards on 4 carries for the number 12, Logan Ruddy. In the receiving game, 31 yards on 3 catches for Connor Reed. A couple of those catches were in very big moments in this game. Number 12, Logan Ruddy, also had 1 catch for 16 yards. That is your 447 yards of offense for Flanagan. For West Central, it was 27 yards on 5 carries for number 34. That's Kyle Layferry. 101 yards on 10 carries for Graham Kelly. Of course, the story surrounding Kelly here today were the fumbles. Fumbled it 3 times, lost 2 of them. One was scooped up and scored for a touchdown there for West Central, but Kelly, a tough time hanging on to the ball here today. Just 10 carries, 101 yards, though. Did have a 53-yard touchdown and a 5-yard touchdown, so 2 touchdowns nonetheless for Graham Kelly. 140 yards rushing for Alex McGraw on 11 carries. He also had 2 touchdowns, 1 from 55 and 1 from 10. In the receiving game, not much going there for West Central. 35 yards on 3 catches for Peyton Woodbury, and then 1 catch for 6 yards for Alex McGraw down the stretch. And those are your stats, total stats there for West Central. Let me get the total yardage there so I can have that number for you guys. 140 plus 101, 27, and then 35 plus 6. 309 yards of total offense for West Central on the night. So there you have it. So West Central will fall to 6-1 on the season. They will play Amboy next week. Right back here. We'll have the call for you here on TSSR. Looking forward to that one. And then for Flanagan, they moved to 5-2 this season. Their schedule didn't get any easier either, at least next week. They get to take on Ridgewood, which Ridgewood was able to beat Amboy a few weeks back. So tough test for them here in the next week, as that'll be on the road at Ridgewood up there in Woodhull, Illinois. So looking forward to seeing how that one plays out. Playing some good football, though. They were able to come back after that tough loss last week against Amboy. I mean, they looked like a completely different team. Only scored 14 points against Amboy. They put up 41 on a team and was able to hold a team that is averaging 54 points a game. Able to hold them to just 26 points, only 6 points in the fourth quarter. I mean, that is very surprising, to say the least. And this is kind of a shock, shall we say, for Coach Kirby and the guys. But it's a good coaching moment. We'll see what Coach Kirby can do with this team. Still a good football team. Don't let this result fool you. This is still a very good football team, and we'll be curious to see where West Central goes from here as the rest of the season. I mean, it's right here in front of them. 3 toughest games of the season, right here on your home field. Got to feel pretty good about that, but unable to get the job done here tonight. So your next 2 games are the 2 toughest of the season. Amboy next week, Ridgewood the following week. Both here at home. Got to like that. But we'll see after this one here tonight. We'll see what kind of adjustments are made for Coach Kirby. And we'll see what the Heat can do here in the weeks to come. We're awaiting Coach Kirby to make his way on up here to the press box. I'm going to take a quick sip of my drink, and then I'll be right back with y'all. All right, I'm back here ready to go. TSSR Game Time Live brought to you by MDH. Again, a big thank you to everybody for joining us here in the comments. Dealing with no commercials here tonight because of some hiccups behind the scenes. Having to do this with no breaks. I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. Occasionally had to ramble from time to time, but we're doing the best we can with what we've got here. We'll have everything back up and running here as we get ready to go for our future broadcasts here. Coach Kirby, I believe, on the field right now chatting with the newspaper folks. Or maybe that's the radio folks, either one. He is chatting with them, but we will get Coach Kirby up here for some post-game comments. Let's see if I can get some scores from our TSSR sister stations. And see if we can get some scores there for you. If you guys got any scores in the comments, feel free to let us know of those. Let me get to about to wrap up. How about this one? Elmwood Brimfield taking on Macomb. 31-28, the score, 53 seconds left. And, boy, with both teams wearing the same uniform colors, I don't know who has the ball. Looks like the Trojans have the ball. Victory formation, Elmwood Brimfield. Looks like they're going to pull that one off. How about Knoxville and West Hancock? That was a wild one there in the halftime. It was 40-37 in the second quarter. It's 59-46. Knoxville with the lead in the fourth quarter, and I think Knoxville just scored another touchdown. So there you go. Another touchdown there for Knoxville. 59-46, I'm told Coach Kirby heading up here tonight. And we'll chat with him as a tough one there for them tonight. Again, a team that scores 54 points a game coming into this one. Tough one for them, but hey, like I said, they've got the rest of the season in front of them here, so we'll see what Coach Kirby has to say as he has made his way up here to the press box. We'll get him set up with his headset, and we'll be good to go. All right, Coach Kirby joining us here, head coach of the West Central Heat. Well, tough one for you guys there tonight. It felt like this game, especially early, may have been decided by the turnovers there. How big were those two turnovers in the first half as your guys are trying to keep pace with this high-powered Flanagan offense?
3 turnovers.
3 turnovers.
Big, very big. You got to be able to make adjustments and recover from things like that. But, tonight those turnovers were big. All year we haven't been behind the chains with penalties, and we haven't put the ball on the ground. And it's shown in everything that we've done. And tonight we did that. We played behind the chains. We turned the ball over. We got whipped up front, too, to be honest. They were more physical than we were up front. So, those were all the things that really were glaring tonight.
Well, and the way this one started out, it was kind of surprising for us up here in the booth, just kind of seeing how the offense started for you guys. You took the ball to start this ball game, and second play from scrimmage, 53 yards, you guys went into the end zone. What was working on those few possessions that didn't work later on in the ball game?
Well, I don't know that those same things didn't work. I think that we had to get away from it because where we were at in the course of the game. We thought that we could take advantage of what their defensive line was doing. In early and get them in a different front. We scored on the second play because we knew we saw a front that we'd be able to get a big play. We didn't know we'd score, but we had a big play there. And then, they went to a different front, and we had a lot of trouble with their nose. We had a couple situations where we were trying to double team him, and we just didn't communicate that. And, our kids will rebound. We're 6-1. There's no reason to hang our head. We didn't play very well tonight. We certainly got out physicaled tonight, and it'll be a tough film to watch on Monday.
Yeah, we're talking to the head coach of the West Central Heat, Jason Kirby, joining us here on TSSR. So you guys, like you mentioned, you are still 6-1 on the season. No reason to hang your head, but you guys still have very tough opponents. You got Amboy coming to town next week, and you got Ridgewood after that, who beat Amboy, obviously, earlier on this season. What does a game like this bring to you as a head coach? How can you take this loss and kind of use it to better your team as you get ready to take on these two tough opponents here down the stretch?
Well, I think anytime you lose, your weaknesses are glaring. I think that it's much easier to see, and it's much easier to convey to your kids what mistakes you're making when you lose, because they're probably a little more alert to it. Winning's awesome, but winning also kind of your kids have their eyes closed because, oh yeah, but we won. Well, okay, now we didn't win, and this is the result or the reasons why we didn't win, and this is the result we got because of that, and that's that's part of football, and it's part of growing up, and it's part of doing what we do. But the turnovers and the getting whipped up front really hurt us.
Again, we're talking to head coach of the West Central Heat, Jason Kirby, though. Not all doom and gloom, though. You did have some bright spots there. It felt like Alex McGraw. I had him for 140 yards rushing here tonight. A couple of touchdowns for him. It kind of looked like you guys were doing a bunch of misdirections there, trying to get him the ball any way you could. How big is he for your offense? I mean, you guys coming into this game were scoring 54 points a game. How big is he to your offense and his production going forward for the rest of the season?
Certainly, Alex is a great player for us. He's had a wonderful season up to this point. I think that what we try to do with misdirection is people certainly key on our fullback because of the season that he's had up to this point. We try to get the linebackers to get their eyes there, and if we can get them to have bad eye discipline, then the counteraction that we have with Alex really works well. And then we run a little inside sweep with him too, and that's been a good play for us. But, yeah, you're correct in what you're seeing. We run misdirection with him.
Yeah, we're talking to head coach Jason Kirby for West Central. One more question here, Coach, before we let you go. I don't want to keep you too long here tonight, but, again, Amboy coming to town next week. You get them on your home field. You got to feel pretty good about that, but what can you expect there from the defending state champion Amboy?
It's a lot like Flanagan tonight. They're going to be a downhill, physical running team that is going to be relentless in what they want to do. They're fanatical about running the football. They are in the I formation, and they get in some spread, but mostly I formation coming downhill at you. They have an all-state fullback in number 21, Leffelman. They have a returning quarterback that has been there long enough that he was playing against us in 22 when we won it, and he was the week 9 quarterback that we had to go against. So he has a ton of experience and has had a nice career and is a senior, and he's been playing like he's a senior from what we've seen up to this point. They have a couple really athletic tight ends. Good football team.
For sure, and it'll be a good one next week right here on this very field here in Biggsville as, once again, final score here, 41-26. Head coach of the West Central Heat, Jason Kirby, joining us. Thank you so much, Coach. Best of luck there rest of the way. We appreciate you coming on up and chatting with us here this evening. That's going to do it for us here on the – we do have the Flanagan head coach here going to be joining us, so let's get him in. Appreciate you, Mr. Kirby, and we'll get Flanagan head coach Todd Reed in here, and he'll chat with us here a little bit, which is always good. Getting both sides of things here today. Coach Kirby, we appreciate him chatting with us here in the losing effort, but now we get to chat with the other side here. Head coach of the Flanagan Falcons there, Todd Reed, joining us. Coach Reed, we appreciate the time here tonight. Big one there for you guys here tonight. Obviously knocking off a West Central team who was undefeated coming in, averaging 54 points a game coming into this one. How does it feel looking up at that scoreboard and holding them to just 26 points here tonight?
Oh, it feels awesome. I think coming in, this week we had such a great week of prepping, and hats off to our scout team players, the guys that, might not be an offensive starter or defensive starter, but they get banged up every week, and we had a great week of practice prepping for this one. We knew how bad this was on the road coming here, I respect the snot out of Coach Kirby and his staff and his team, and we knew it was going to be a tough challenge, but I thought, tonight we came in well prepared, and, we got the job done.
Yeah, you certainly did. Again, holding them to just 26 points here, only 6 points there in the second half. And again, this is coming off of a week where you guys had a tough one against Amboy last week. How much did that loss kind of really rejuvenate this team? You were still 4-2, you're still in good shape, but how much did that loss rejuvenate the squad coming in now facing the then undefeated West Central?
Well, the Western our Western Division is so tough. Every night's a battle. And we knew every game we play, and West Prairie, Bushnell, Peoria Heights, Coach Parker's getting, those guys better over there. It's a tough division, and we knew Coach Kirby and the Heat were 6-0 coming in and watched a lot of film on them. And, we got Ridgewood again for the second time next week, lost to Amboy, last week, played a great first half against Amboy. Wheels kind of fell off the bus in the third quarter for us. But it's a tough division, and getting a road here on the win is extremely important for our program and for our team. I'm so proud of our kids, our coaching staff. You know, they're starting to see the rewards, the time they're putting in, and the buy-in's really there.
We're talking to head coach of the Flanagan Falcons. We're talking to head coach Todd Reed here on TSSR. One kid who definitely stepped out here today, Leland Durbin, man. That kid is special. You got a good one there. 25 carries on my count for 253 yards here tonight. Several touchdowns there for you guys. I mean, how fun is that, having a guy like that who can put those kind of numbers up here on any given night?
That young man is tougher than nails, and when coaches get a player like him, it's pretty special because, you know, he is just so stinking tough, and he had to work for those yards tonight too. He took some hits, and he kept his legs going, and he just bounced off hits, and he's going to be super sore tomorrow. I mean, but he's a pretty special player, and I'm really glad he's only a junior.
Yeah, you get him another year, and that's got to feel pretty good there. And then the man heading up the whole operation there on offense, the starting quarterback Seth Jones, he was excellent there on the ground as well. Had a couple of throws get called. That one got called back, which was kind of crazy there in that crazy first half that we had. But having him running the offense got to feel pretty good for you guys as well.
Yeah, you know, Seth being a two-way starter for us, and, you know, a little fun fact for you, last year Seth actually rushed for negative rushing yards.
Wow.
And so how hard he worked in off season to get himself stronger, faster, and you could really see the rewards now, you know. And last year we didn't use him a lot on his feet because of that, but he is another weapon, not only his arm, but he could take off with those legs, and he's doing a good job for us.
He certainly is, and led the offense to 41 points there tonight, and you guys were able to take advantage of some early turnovers there on West Central side. Couple of fumbles there from their back, Graham Kelly, excuse me. How big were those turnovers there and kind of flipping the momentum? I mean, you got to credit West Central keeping them close there. It was still a one-score game at the half, but how big were those three first-half turnovers that kept you guys in the lead throughout most of the way?
Huge, you know, and that's what you got to do in this game. You got to capitalize on them, and, you know, that's what we try to do. And, you know, the one thing with having we have a lot of experience. We have a big senior group with 11 guys. They don't get rattled like they did here in the past, and a lot of them are three-way starters for us. So they've learned to deal with that adversity and overcome some things and learn how to strive when you get those things given to you.
Yeah, absolutely, and it worked out for you guys once again here tonight, 41-26. Talking to head coach of Flanagan Falcons, Todd Reed, here on TSSR. One more question here, Coach. We won't keep you too long. I know you got a long drive back home, but, you know, like you mentioned earlier, you got Ridgewood for the second time. Didn't go your way there the first time, even at your home. You get to go to their place now. I want to try to play a little spoiler here down the road there, but what are you going to expect from the Spartans here going into matchup number 2 with them this season?
Well, you know, like Coach Elder, you know, another guy that's one of the best in the business, and playing at the Ridgewood, it's the bowl. It's a great atmosphere to play at, and I don't expect many changes from Coach Elder. You know, I listened to him in one of his interviews. He's like, just be boring. Boring is good. Get the job done, and that's what he tells his kids, and they're simple, but they're very effective at what they do. He's going to be hard to stop. We got a tough task going in there next week. And we'll prepare the best we can and see how we turn out.
Well, you're 5-2 at this point in the season. A couple more tough games ahead for you, but you guys are looking really good here, playing well down the stretch. So best of luck the rest of the way. Head coach of the Flanagan Falcons, Todd Reed, joining us here. Appreciate the time, Coach.
You bet. Thanks.
Absolutely. Anytime. Coach Reed joining us here on TSSR. We appreciate the time, and that's going to wrap up our broadcast here tonight from Biggsville, Illinois. Appreciate both coaches coming up and chatting with us here this evening. Always good to get both sides of it, but once again, tough one there for West Central. They lose to a very good Flanagan team. Don't let the record fool you. 4-2. They are a very dangerous team and very easily could be undefeated here at this point. But now they're 5-2. West Central falls to 6-1. The world's not ending yet. They're still sitting in a pretty good spot there at 6-1. So we'll see how they rebound next week. Ridgewood will take on Flanagan next week at Ridgewood, and then here for West Central, they will take on Amboy right here at this field, and we'll have that one for you here on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. For my wonderful cameraman, Aaron, I appreciate everybody joining us here this evening. You've been watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.